Now who wanna move crossing arms? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock 'em, yeah we got 'em, yeah we fought 'em. Like that black and orange up on 'em, single bottle, never stop it. To the feastin' on 'em. Who they rockin' with the diamond stripes, flossin' on the ring. Cincinnati, she's our queen. We gon' show the world who king. Orange in the day, black in the night. Stripes in our veins, sparks gonna fly. The beast is awake, orange, black and white. Cause when the jungle come alive, who day we ignite in the...
Welcome to Bengals and Brews, where that jackass Greg had his mic unmuted, even though he said he wasn't going to be here. And his mic was unmuted, and we were getting feedback, and I had to mute his mic. Now I guess I'll unmute his mic.
No, I stopped the cam. I thought I didn't mess with the mic. I stopped the cam.
No, your mic was on. That was the feedback noise. I had to mute it. That's when it stopped.
Okay.
Stopping your cam didn't help anything.
Yeah, no, the guy took care of my heating in there. We're good to go. Didn't know how long he was going to be there.
Yeah. Well, it's Friday. Bengals play Sunday night. Another joyous primetime game for us to potentially be miserable for and stare at our ceilings till 3 a.m. and have to work the next day. It's been a fun theme this year of a bunch of primetime games and a bunch of primetime games typically that end in losses.
No. Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase. Enough said.
And T. Higgins should be back, so said he's good to go. He's completely off the injury report. Orlando Brown still questionable, so that one sounds like it's up in the air. Gosh, I hope he plays because I don't want to see Cody Ford in there trying to block Bosa and Mack. And
I thought Mack was out. Someone said Mack was out, didn't they?
He said he ain't missing no game. They asked if he's going to miss and let it fully heal because, like, I don't know what it is. Groin strain or so, it's something, and he's like, hell no, I ain't missing no games. So he's been limited. He was limited last week, though. I think he only played 4 snaps. I expect him to potentially play more than 4 snaps this week. But, either way, I want Orlando Brown. They've got other good pass rushers.
No shit.
It's a good pass rush unit. And then also Trey is not going to be on the flight to Los Angeles. So if anybody didn't see that, Trey is not going to be on the flight. Did not practice the last 2 days, but he is expected to play.
Personal reasons.
Yes.
I don't know what they are.
Hoo-day to everybody in the chat. Try to catch up with that. Greg, tell us something about this game. Productive.
Go ahead.
Something game productive. What get me thrown off? I'm just kidding. No, I'm productive. Hey, we're going to win Sunday.
I hope so.
We're going to win. I think, it's put up or shut up, in my opinion now. Get the train over to LA and run over SoFi Stadium. Although I did like SoFi Stadium when I visited there one time. But
I wouldn't have liked it for the result.
When you took your private jet there?
Yeah.
That is true. He did take a jet.
That is. That's a fact.
I did, yes.
Private flight to
and
SoFi.
And had enough money to go watch the Super Bowl. Rich, man.
Right.
We're so rich.
Front row.
And he bought an expensive escort, not a cheap whore.
Yeah. And they had concessions.
Yep.
What'd you have?
And
pretzel?
she ended up paying him at the end.
That's true. Imagine if he had the beard, how much money he could have made.
Oh, I know.
You'd have never made the game. You would have had that beard, Greg.
Yep.
You've been getting fucking laid nonstop. Jesus Christ, you'd have missed the whole game.
And Greg has been slaying Latina booty.
It's true.
I guarantee it. Matt says we're going to win by 10. I hope so.
With him before. It's a sight to see.
Man.
And Renee wants to know if anybody's going to the game. I will not be there. I don't think any of us will be there, but maybe some people in the chat might be going. You never know. I mean, Greg is rich enough. He might just decide to get on his private jet and go again.
That's true. Fuel it up, Greg. Get it ready just in case.
There you go. I'll fuel it up.
Greg's got to be at work.
You get the rest of us tickets? Shit, I'll call off.
It depends on who's good to me. Dale, it depends on what you're willing to give me is the thing.
Hand job. I mean, at 30,000 feet too, Greg.
Yeah.
No Wi-Fi, though. Sorry.
Mile High Club, baby.
Yeah.
Dustin says, as Bengals fans, with a generous super chat, by the way.
Thank you.
Why don't we demand more out of the coaching staff, specifically Pollock and Lou? Bad units for years. Stop making excuses for them. Bro, I have with Pollock made some excuses, so I am guilty of that myself. But yeah, I'm pretty much out of excuses for him. They put a lot of money into that line. None of the guys he's drafted have panned out. You can say, well, it's not all on him to draft. Same thing with Lou. Defense been bad for multiple seasons. I've definitely been on the Lou train, especially this year of like, hey, man, it's time for a change there. And there is a lot of people that still give Lou a pass. Do you guys give Lou a pass for this defense and say it's just players, or is it part of his job to scheme that up and do better?
He picked his people, man. He got first round like 2 out of the last 3 years, didn't he? I mean, plus he brought back his guy, Von Bell. So
6 out of the last 8. 6 out of the last 8 first 3-round picks, which are your premium picks, have been on the defensive side of the ball.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, the one year we were joking because it was 3 defense right off the bat, and Lou was like, I'm done. And, so that we could draft an offensive player. So I don't give Lou a pass at all. No. Lou's the first one on my list.
I will say this. It's really hard to – it's the chicken – what came first, the chicken or the egg kind of thing, right? If he has good players, then is it the players that's making him look good? But if he has bad players, he's not the kind of coach. So I guess it does ultimately fall on him. He's not the kind of coach that can lift players up.
You talked yourself into it.
I did.
You did. Elevate the talent that you have, right? And scheme around the talent you have. Yeah. That is literally his job. And also part of his job is to evaluate talent both in the draft and free agency and try to get his guys in here. Now, I understand there probably is some limitations with the front office, but at the same point in time, and yes, we have Joe Burrow on the offensive side, but, it seems like we've been able to find at least somewhat pieces on that side between random tight ends that contribute. Orlando Brown wanted to come here. That was kind of a blessing, but, and then 5th-round draft picks like Chase Brown, things like people that have contributed, even Yoshi as a red zone guy as a 6th-round pick. And where are those contributions on the defensive side of the ball? Zach Carter was a 3rd-round pick. That was a guy you liked. You moved him inside. You played him a lot of snaps, and he sucked. He flat out sucked. And who is that on? I'm going to put a little blame on the scouts too, but Lou has a say in that. He liked that guy. I know he has a say in who he puts out there and on that field a lot. And Miles Murphy isn't getting a lot of snaps. Jordan Battle is just now starting to get 50% of the snaps, and he looked good last year, and he's a guy who contributed at 4 years for Alabama at a high level. He's a good player. He is our best safety on the roster, and somehow, we didn't have the foresight to go ahead and have him in there. And the decisions like that have to fall on Lou, who gets the playing time win, and when you drop back in these deep zones on 3rd and longs and let teams convert on 3rd and 17, 3rd and 18, that's on Lou. Right. Lou calls the defense, boys. I ain't got no excuses for Lou anymore, ultimately.
And can I say one other thing too? It's on Lou. Deciding until year 4, waiting until year 4 to move Dax Hill to corner.
Yeah, right. Your guy.
I mean, that right there should, if we would have drafted him to be a corner, and Dale, I feel like you told me this from the beginning. You thought he would make a better slot corner than a safety.
That's what he played at Michigan. You know what I mean? Yeah. He played slot corner.
And if they would have drafted him and said, you are going to be, even if they said you're going to be our Swiss Army knife corner, you can play any of the positions, then they would have said, well, we probably need to keep one of Jesse Bates or Von Bell. There's just some bad decisions on the defensive side of the ball that have happened all to the past 3 years, really.
And we're not giving the front office a pass because we know that they have a big hand in those decisions too, and the money spent, so they get no passes either. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. You don't get a pass. Joe Burrow, you get a pass. You're great still.
The biggest,
and you dropped the F-bomb in your press conference.
The biggest issue to me is the front office. Lou is fodder. But the front office, but that's nothing. He's going.
You can't fire your ownership. You can't fire them. Yeah. You can fire a head coach and try to replace him and bring in a new scheme and a guy that can coach up the talent that he has. That's all you can do, right? You can't do that with ownership. So that's kind of where I'm at. It's like you can bitch about the ownership like we rightfully do, but at the end of the day, coaches have to go out there and coach, and players do have to make plays, but you got to know who's your best players and put them in the positions to win. And the defense's lack of being able to do that, especially this season in the second half of games, is mind-blowing. And at some point, you got to make a change now. We're gonna need them to step it up because we have to win this game Sunday.
And I believe Mike Tyson beats the shit out of that young guy.
Yep.
50-year-old Mike Tyson's going to
I can't see it, boys. I think it's all rigged, but, man, I sure would love it if he knocked him the fuck out.
Yep.
Hey, just so everybody knows, through BetJack, $20, Mike Tyson in 3 rounds, $20 wins you $380. I'm not going to tell you why I know that, but I'm just saying.
Like, people that watch this show don't know you're a fucking gambling degenerate.
Yeah, degenerate gambler.
You placed a bet on that shit when Mike Tyson was only 55.
Greg, do you want to say anything on Lou before we move on from that topic?
Like I said, the front office let some key pieces go, such as Jesse Bates, DJ Reader, but the same point, I'm sure he also wanted Geno Stone and some of these other free agents. So, you can only go for so long giving someone a pass, man. It's just clearly not working out right now.
Let me say this, though. At work, I get it a lot. People know that I do the podcast and stuff at work, and they'll come and plus I wear fucking Bengal gear every goddamn day out of uniform. But when I go there, they're all like, man, we got to fucking fire Zach. And I'm like, hold on a minute now. Look, I don't want to defend Zach too bad, but why are we fucking getting rid of Zach? Because everybody's mad about the play calling. The play calling that's getting us 30 points a game. They're mad about an offense where we got the number one quarterback and the number one receiver in the league. Like, Zach ain't doing a bad job right now. The focus, to me, is on the defense. Like, I don't know why. I understand because he's the head coach, but, I mean, our offense is doing great, and that's the part that Zach is in control of.
I will say, I guess, because I'm with you. I've not been on the fire Zach thing, and his play calling hasn't been driving me very crazy for most of the season. There's here and there calls, but that's going to be with any coach you have, I believe, that calls plays. But I will say, like you mentioned, it does fall on the head coach for a lot of things. And the only thing where I could understand other fans' frustrations a little bit with him might be, is this a guy that's unwilling to go in there and say, okay, the defense ain't good enough, Lou's got to go? Is he too buddy a little bit? Is he too nice maybe with this and not want to let anybody go? I don't know. That's just one thing that I'm curious about. I'm not saying either way, but that's one thing that I can understand frustration about.
Yeah,
I think that's the case. Joe Goodberry said it best. He had a breakdown. I don't know if it was just for the subscribers or if it was in general, but all these coaches are coaching with one hand tied behind their back because of the organization. They don't pay the coaches as much.
But it's always been that way, right?
So, I mean, boom, it's my goddamn thing. Like, I personally feel like I was fooled, bamboozled. I've said it every goddamn show since this thing came over me, but like, we were disguised by a good free agency and a couple good years of draft picks, which you can't go wrong with Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase. But the front office has always been the front office. They had a successful hiccup, in Bengal fandom, it's a hiccup if you're successful. So they had a successful hiccup for a few years that was masked, but here we are, fucking 2024, and we found out that we still have the same ownership. I'd love them to prove me wrong.
Now, Tyler asked a question on Zach and Dan Pitcher. How much of a hand does Dan Pitcher have in the calling play? We don't know that, right? Like, Zach's always said it's a committee thing when Callahan was here too, and Dan Pitcher had a hand in it then. I'm sure he has a big say. I'm sure it is a collaboration. I don't know why it wouldn't be, right, if you got two offensive guys that are doing that.
Well, you got the guy from the Vikings. They were just talking about that the other day, about how
you're always going to have
stuff you're seeing is from the I can't remember the Vikings offensive coordinator or whatever he was that we brought in.
But I do want to say that maybe after this season, guys, I believe that Greg, the little adorable bastard, bearded bastard that he is down there, may have like Dan Pitcher's email for after the season. We may be able to get him on over the summer, assuming he doesn't take a job somewhere else or whatever, because his man could be in line for a head coach job. You never know.
His name did pop up for a head coaching job. That was funny. That was brought up because, and what? Look at Callahan. He didn't really call plays, and he got the Titans job.
But the Titans haven't won a lot, and they're
right. But
so maybe
we're hoping
maybe he doesn't get one right away. But I'm just saying, I do think he's at least going to be in those conversations.
Oh yeah, he'll be in the conversations. Who knows? He may go on the interviews, and be like, "Look,
selfishly, I hope he doesn't get one, and that he agrees to come on the show so we can ask him things just like what Tyler asked here.
And he will.
You know, about how much, and you know, he seems like a guy that would be pretty straightforward. So that's something, you know, if you. Like and subscribe. You never know. We could have Dan Pitcher on here.
Really nice guy. Really nice guy. Dan Pitcher was too, by the way.
Yeah.
Derek, you had something.
I was just going to say one last thing on the Lou Anarumo thing, and we can move on. And I forget the exact stat, so I'll just say the Bengals this year are bottom 5 in the fourth quarter in points allowed. They're bottom 5 in the fourth quarter on third downs,
and they're
bottom 5 in the fourth quarter in the red zone.
Yeah, we can't get stops in the clutch moment in the fourth quarter. That's those stats line up with everything our eyes have seen this season.
Yeah,
for sure. Chop, I think you were going to pull a comment up.
No, what one was it?
I think it was about Chase saying how Pitcher has moved him around.
He said, and you know what? You can see that on the field now that Chase is being moved around a lot more. So that's awesome. Yeah, that's.
You know what else?
And Chase gave him that credit.
You know what
else is awesome, Greg? What else?
You know what else is awesome? Midwest West Barbecue, 50 West Beer, and the Chop Shop T-shirts, all proud sponsors of this show. Yay! But man, it's official. It's permanently out there. Boneless wings. So Dale, you don't have to worry about when to go. And this weekend they are serving ribs.
Son of a bitch, Greg. I'm going to be busy this weekend.
I thought that they put up a thing said that they ran out of boneless wings. Everybody.
No, but it's a permanent thing. They posted it. It's permanently coming on the menu.
Oh, good.
They just got to get more in stock, right?
Yeah.
That makes sense, man. I knew people would love that. I was going to give one free shout out to my guy Matty Meyer because he's helped a lot with Project Game Day and donating tickets, and even this show he's donated things. And I love this jackpot Joe he had. It kind of got buried in my closet. I've had it for a while.
Yeah,
and I don't know, just
that
one free shout out for you.
We love you, Matty. We love
Jackpot Joey 9.
Not free. Come put a door on my front of my house, Matty.
Yeah, I need a window, Matty.
There you go. Not free. Just
you can pay us back, my brother.
Right. Don't
my
worry.
brother in Christ.
Yeah, you can pay us back. That way you don't have to feel like you got something for nothing. I'll take a front door and Greg will take a window.
Yeah, and this is another thing, Renee. I don't think it's worth talking about Zach getting fired too much. My energy is more on you could see a defense coordinator change. You could see some other things like that. I don't think you're seeing a head coaching change for a guy who took you to the Super Bowl and the next season an AFC Championship. And you can put that on Zach, on Burrow, on Chase. You know what I mean? You can say, well, the player. But at the end of the day, I think that he ain't going anywhere. We've seen how long Marvin lasted and never won a playoff game. So Zach isn't going anywhere. I'm not going to waste my energy on it. And the offense is humming right now, so at least we got that to look forward to.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. Anybody want to see my butthole? Maybe my penis? Maybe.
Yeah. Why not?
No. I don't know. Well, I think we have stuff over unders. If you guys want to start that, or is
Might
there?
as well.
Or I guess real quick before we do that, we'll just go around the horn. I have nothing prepared today. Nothing. I didn't print off anything.
Neither do I.
I'm fucking done. I quit. I'm tired of prepping. That's not true. I will. I just kind of forgot to do it. I got home and I went, oh shit, I never did do that, huh? Like, I was busy bitching at Derek about doing his job and getting the stuff up earlier, and I forgot to do my own job and prep for the show, really. But, hey, I'm good off the top of the dome. So I'll start. A key to the game for me, and I think we've done pretty well in this, is slowing down the running game.
Yeah, boom.
They've got J.K. Dobbins and I think is it Gus Edwards? Is that his name? That used to be with Baltimore. So they've got those two running backs. And Dobbins has really had a resurgent season, been able to stay healthy for the most part for them. They rest him up through the week in practice, but he should be good to go during the game. And we've done pretty well against the run, but that is a run-first team, and it opens up their play action. It opens up everything. So one key to the game is continuing to stop the run. You don't want to let that get going because that'll open up things for their passing game. Justin Herbert Quentin Johnson, who everybody wrote off after his rookie season, is finally starting to play good in his second season. People write people off too quickly around the league. I just want to throw that out there. But so he's a pretty good target, big guy, good speed. But it'll open up if the run game gets going. So continue to try to do well against the run like we have really over, the second half of the games we played so far. Derek, you got one?
Yeah. I was going to say if there's one place, because they've got really good ends. If there's one place on the defensive side of the ball that you can get pressure, it's up the middle against these guys. So if we can,
I'd like to get pressure up your middle. What?
Oh,
hell
we
yeah!
can figure out some way to get pressure in the face of the quarterback, who I cannot. Justin Herbert, golly.
Yeah, Justin Herbert, man.
Yeah.
Same draft as Joe Burrow.
We can possibly have a chance in this game.
Gregory?
That's not ice and rum getting.
Yeah.
No, that's not Friday night. You're not drinking.
Dale. I just thought I'd give a quick shout out to your 13-0 Cavs right now.
That's right, Greg.
Yeah. Only good Ohio team.
They played the Chicago Bulls tonight for anybody interested in jumping on the bandwagon.
There you go. There you go.
Jump on and they lose. Let me know so I can blame you.
Yeah.
Are they playing in Chicago?
I'm not sure, honestly.
I'll be damned. Go ahead, Greg.
Key to the game. Okay. Key to the game is just win the game.
Oh,
Just win the
that's
game.
a good key to the game.
Hey, I put just win, baby.
No, I'll tell you one player.
Today.
I'll tell you one player. We're worried about the front man. Derwin James, man. Derwin James has got to watch out for him also, too, man. Keep an eye out for Derwin James. But then again, I'll put Joe Burrow against anybody right now.
Is Trey going to be going up against Joe Alt?
Or
is he on the right side?
No, Rashawn Slater.
Slater.
Joe Alt's on the right side?
He goes up against the left tackle, and Rashawn
right.
Slater's their left tackle. They moved Joe Alt to right tackle. He played left tackle at Notre Dame.
I'd like to figure something else out, but I just agree with Dale that the key to the game is stopping the run. Chris Jenkins, step up. Sheldon Rankin, step up. B.J. Hill, he's good to go, right?
Yeah, they said he should be. He'll play.
Right. Well, stop the run. And Jesus Christ, let our defensive backs remember how to here, I will give my key to the game. It's very basic. Let's fucking tackle. How's that sound? Let's fucking tackle. When you get your hands on a guy, pull a fucking guy down. Every single game we've played this year, if the tackling was 25% better, the outcome could have been different. So, how about we fucking break it down to the basics and learn how to tackle somebody?
Don't know, Natty Ron. Sorry, Chop, finish.
Yeah, go ahead. No,
well,
go ahead.
Natty Ron just says, man, is Orlando Brown playing?
Yeah.
I definitely read that in a black voice, Natty Ron, and I apologize for that. That was the rum. But
It's the rum.
is Orlando Brown playing? I don't know because he's questionable, and they said it's kind of a 50-50 thing. Good Lord, we mentioned it earlier. I hope he does because I don't want to see Cody Ford out there again. Cody Ford was atrocious. Like, he held it together for a week or two there, but it was only a matter of time before teams were like, no, this guy sucks. We got to attack him. And, well, we saw that with Baltimore. Odafe, I don't know. Maybe that's his name. Maybe it's not. I mean, I think that's his name, but I don't know if I pronounced it right. That guy fucking destroyed him. So I don't want to see that. Whether it's Mack, whether it's Bosa, whether it's Tooley, we need Orlando Brown.
Yeah. And by the way, Taylor, yes, I will be also once again placing that Jermaine Burton anytime touchdown. Even though T's back, still going to keep it up because I know the 1 week I don't, he does.
Purcell says the Bengals are winning the Super Bowl. So
Purcell
Destiny
knows.
year,
Hey,
back
Purcell,
on?
Back on.
Go to
Potentially?
the shop, get the Destiny year shirt.
Renee says attack the ball carrier and goddamn tackle.
Yeah, goddamn tackle. I will agree with the goddamn tackle.
Man gravy, sometimes you do got to eat a little ass, baby.
Yeah.
He says
Greg
Dell
got
eats
a
ass
freezer
for
full of
pleasure. 10 out of 10.
Well, I got plenty to do. I got plenty in the freezer right now. You know that.
Show the picture on your phone, Greg,
There it
all
is.
that ass you
A
got.
lot of ass.
Well, you have it, don't you?
Yeah, I don't say.
I'm glad he tells you. I'm glad he tells you. You pull up my picture of ass.
I don't save those pictures, Greg. All that ass you send me, I just watch them and then move on.
Tyler says, don't play soft zone, tackle, and get out of Joe Burrow's way, man. Yeah, and, like that David Chow or whatever guy who's one of the doctor guy who talks about football injuries.
Right.
A more legitimate one than that cocksucker who said Joe Burrow would never be the same.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No.
But,
whatever his name is. Yeah.
But he said he's going to play, even if he's out there as a decoy. And it's like, man, he ain't fucking going out there as a decoy. If T plays, they're going to get him the ball. Period. Yeah. Otherwise, they're not going to play. They could have played him last Thursday, so I disagree on that one. And I do agree with this. Yeah, Kappa and Volson are not good as well. But
no, they're not.
But we need our offensive tackles to block, which Mims has had a pretty good season.
Yeah.
Fundamentals, baby. Fundamentals.
I mean, he's got a lot of room for improvement.
You're right,
he's
Wade.
a rookie. Played literally 8 games in college before we got him. So he's
right. I just need Orlando. The biggest thing is Orlando Brown playing instead of
Cody Ford.
Well,
because anytime that Cody Ford's in there, we lose another player because we have to send a tight end over there to help him.
Hold on. You know what we need? We need this guy to go to Los Angeles, take everyone to a sex dungeon because it's not his. He's probably got a separate Los Angeles home. Take them to the sex dungeon.
Hey, my dad grew up in L.A., so.
There you go.
See, I told you he had a separate one. All right, over-unders. Chop.
Over.
Go ahead and read the first over-under.
The over-under is Justin Herbert's the first one. Over 227 is the line. What do you think, Greg?
Ooh. He's going to go over.
Justin Herbert.
I like the way he said, ooh.
Yeah.
Kind of turned me on a little bit, not going to lie.
Yeah.
Why?
Why? I don't know. I think that they're going to rely on the passing. Doesn't mean they're going to win the game or anything, the Chargers will, but I just think they're going to heavily rely on their passing in this game.
Okay. Derek?
He's going to go over.
Justin Herbert's over also?
Yep. Garbage time.
Rationale?
Garbage time. He's going to be chucking the ball, trying to catch up.
All right. Dale?
Hold on, Chop. I'm trying to cheat. So he is averaging 209 yards per game because I didn't do my homework, so I had to pull it up, I'm going to say under, man. I know our defense our fucking secondary flat out sucks. Why am I saying under? I have no idea. I just know we desperately need a fucking win. So I'm going to say under because I'm going to be positive for once.
I'm with you, Dale. I'm saying under also because I think that our secondary is going to step it up this game. I feel like they're going to step it up. Like Cam is in a slump.
We might have to title this one Freaky Friday because all of a sudden these guys are saying,
I know,
the opposite, which usually us.
They're probably picking the under with Joe Burrow too. Let's go to the under, Greg. What do you got on Joe?
257.5 is Joe's over under.
Oh yeah, sorry for the podcast listeners. 257.
I think he'll go slightly over.
Slightly over. That's almost negative. Derek?
Yeah, he's getting another 300 plus.
All right, Derek's very positive. Dale?
Man, this one's tough, but you know what? What did he put up last week? Over 400. I know this is a much better defense, but one thing is the Chargers, when you do look at their schedule, they haven't played a lot of top-tier teams yet and a lot of top-tier offenses. We at least are a top-tier passing game.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit of a question mark of how good that defense – if they can get pressure on us, then obviously their secondary is going to look better. But if we can hold up enough on the offensive line to give Joe Burrow time, I see no reason the over-under is 257 that he can't put up 100 more yards than that and go around 350. Like, I got Joe Burrow – absolutely dominating because it's Joe fucking Burrow. And if his defense was halfway decent, he'd be the fucking MVP already. They'd already given him the goddamn award.
Exactly, Dale. I'm with you on the over. Hey. And I'll tell you, a lot of people forget that Mary and Joseph named all their kids with J names. You got Jesus Christ and Joe Christ, and he's right here in Cincinnati, and he's going to come through for us.
Hey, roster update. They have signed tight end Cam Grady off the practice squad, and then they waived Kendall Milton. Damn it.
Greg got all excited and realized his Yoshi pick got cut.
Yeah.
Screw all of you. Just kidding.
Yeah. Who did they elevate?
Grady.
Grandy, the tight end.
Yeah. They have no
Or
faith
Grady.
in Tanner McLaughlin.
No, they don't.
So they just continuously have, 5 tight ends on the roster?
Yeah.
Well, at least they kept him on the practice squad, right?
Jesus Christ, Derek. You got to start cutting this in half to 2 separate pictures so it's bigger. I can't even fucking read this.
I can read it. You want me to read it?
Yes, please.
All right. So the first one is Jamar Chase. The line is 79.5 yards total. Gregory.
Buddy, you don't. He's not going to stop the train anytime soon. He's going to go over.
Derek.
I'm going to say under just because we got T back this week, and I feel like it's
Fuck you, Derek. You took
Under
everything I was
79
going to
from
say.
268 yards to less than 79 and a half.
Yes, because there was several weeks, when T was in there that he was getting 7 catches and 60 yards.
Yeah.
Are you
Don't
going with
spread
the
the ball
under,
around.
Dale?
Not
I'm
no more,
going.
eh?
Yeah, I'm going with the under. Yeah,
I'll take
he's
the
gonna
under.
have 79 yards on 9 catches. So he's still gonna have a great game and 2 touchdowns. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take the under just because, and it's the same reason as Derek that T is back, and I think T is feeling good. Did you guys see the way he ran up that hill? Did you see the breakdown of the guy? He broke down when he runs up the hill. He's playing. When he doesn't run up the hill or gingerly tries to run up the hill, he's not playing. And he's running up the hill. If you ever watch Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah.
Look, man, I'm going with my Arizona buddy, Natty Ron. Over. Hammer the fucking over. He's going to stay on fire, man. This dude's eating. He's working on the Triple Crown. Joe's going to feed him. They're on a fucking roll. Don't stop. Don't fix what ain't broke, right?
No, that's fair. Hey, listen.
I could see it, yeah.
I could see it, too. That's why I still went with 79, but damn.
You know what? As long as we're going here, I'm going to go ahead and I'll start off with T. Higgins. I'm going to take the over on his ass, too, at 51.5. Boom.
Gregor?
Somebody else's turn.
Higgins, I don't know how he's going to be just coming off the injury. I'm going to go over. You know what? Fuck it. They'll both go over 100 yards.
Yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I'll fuck it. Who is it? What is it? The watermelon?
Yeah.
I'll fuck a watermelon. I don't care. Fucking pineapple? A pie? Doesn't matter. This and he stick my dick in it. A couch? I might fuck the couch tonight.
Yeah. I know how you can do that with a sandwich bag. I can give you tips later. Anybody else, DM me.
All right, sounds good.
Yeah.
Derek?
Yeah, I'm going to go over with T as well.
Well, I'll just keep that train rolling, and I'm going to say over as well. I think he'll be 70 plus. So I got Jamar at 79, him at 75 or more. I could see him having a big game. Throw it up to him, right? Let that motherfucker just catch one. I think he's going to come up with it. He's going to want to say, hey, I could have played fucking last Thursday. You gave me 10 more days to get ready. I'm back, bitches. I'm #1 free agent per ESPN, and I'm about to get a shitload of money. But, hey, I'm going to go win the Super Bowl first, and it starts by winning against the team formerly known as the San Diego Chargers, which are now the Los Angeles Chargers. So, T. Higgins over. Let's go. Going up next, Lad McConkey, the honky from Georgia.
That's true.
Wee lad.
Lad McConkey.
I liked Lad a lot, yeah.
52.5 yards. He is their leading receiver for the season. He is averaging 54.7 on the season per game. I'm trying to think, who will he match up with? I'm assuming he's in the slot mostly. And they take Mike Hilton out a lot on third downs, but he kind of said, hey, you got to keep me in there on third downs. Does Mike Hilton maybe match up with him? Does he shut him down? Do they put Turner on him? I don't know. I'm going to say McConkey the honky goes under 52.5.
You think under? I was going to take the over. I'm going to take the over with Lad McConkey. He's like their #1 target out there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's their #1 guy right now for the season.
So, I don't know. I'll take the over on him, and then I'll make it up with the unders coming up. Go ahead, Gregory.
Yeah, my daddy.
Lad McConkey.
I'll take him over. I'll take Laddie over.
Derek?
I'm going under. even though I need him for fantasy, I just don't need him this week.
Chop, I'll let you answer this question.
I'm just real quick going to agree. I was texting Kieran all throughout the game last night. He's the other fucking LSU homer with me. And yes, Daniels fucking sucked last night. He had a horrible game. I'm going to blame it on rib soreness still.
I was going to do that for you too, because he's not running the same. He shouldn't even played the last 2 games, to be honest, but they knew they had a better chance.
I just don't want to see them RG3 him, but he's still sore, and I think that's affecting the throws. So I'm giving him a pass. We'll see what happens. But I 100% agree, Dustin. Last night was horrific.
That's a good Eagles defense, guys. That's a good Eagles
I felt
defense.
like he had a good push for MVP, even though he's a rookie, to be honest. But last night fucked that up. Back to the Bengals.
Do you think that game hurts his rookie of the year?
No.
Odds?
No, I don't think it'll hurt his rookie of the year as long as he plays out the rest of the year like he played the beginning of the year. I think he's hurt.
Might depend on the dark horse right now, Bo Nix, right?
Oh, yeah.
Well, Bowers too. Yeah, Bowers having a great season at tight end, but Bo Nix, if he can, right now they're in a playoff spot.
I mean,
if they make the playoff, Bo Nix probably gets. I mean, I don't know if Washington makes playoff, Jaden probably gets it, but I'm saying Bo Nix might be the best competition.
Washington's going to make the playoffs, though.
Dale, Bo Nix, what round did you have Bo Nix rated as?
Like a 3rd round pick. Guy's proven me wrong so far, but we'll see. I still expect him to turn into a pumpkin. I hope when we play him, he does.
Hey, guess who Bo Nix? Bo Nix was some guy that I know's favorite quarterback coming out of the draft. Guess who that was?
Who's that?
That motherfucker.
Tyler Kelly. Yeah. For Bo Nix, for me, man, at Oregon, he looks so much better, but I don't think I could ever get it out of my head how he was at Auburn. He was so bad.
Yeah.
So I think, and honestly, it's not fair to do because guys improve, but I still think that guy's in there somewhere, the turnover machine, and he'll revert to that at some point. But he's playing well right now, so I can't hate on him yet.
He'll have that game week 17.
Quentin Johnston, the big Johnston. A guy I like, a 2nd-round receiver. Like I said, they wrote him off too soon. He's averaging 15.3 yards per catch, 43 yards per game. So his yards per game is actually 2nd on the team to only the wee lad, McConkey. And McConkey. But they got him at 40.5. I'm going over because I think he's played his best football the last 2 weeks, and I think now he's becoming a go-to guy and down the field, right? And we've given up some down-the-field shots. Terry McLaurin, all these other guys, whether it's Cam Taylor-Britt, DJ Turner. He'll draw pass interferences, but I also think he might catch one pass over that 40.5, so I'm going over.
Under, and that's because I made a promise when I took Lad McHonky over. That's my whole rationale. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair.
Your turn, Greg.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll go under also.
All right. Me and Greg are the bottoms.
So the first few weeks he had a case of the dropskis, and I think he's done well the last couple, right, Dale? Ain't that what you said?
Yeah. Sorry, I was tonguing the camera.
I'm going to say over, but just slightly.
I honestly think his over-under also comes down to the next guy who's another deep threat, and his average is honestly 19 yards per catch, which is almost 5 yards higher than fucking Johnston, who's a big play threat. So that is Josh Palmer. He's averaging 42.8. They got his over-under at 34.5. I know what I said, that Herbert was going under 200 and some, but I went under on McConkey, over on Johnston. I think he'll have 50, and I think this guy will have another 50, but that still don't total up to 200 plus. So I think Palmer will have a couple deep catches, a couple big gains. But overall,
is he the guy from LA? From the Rams?
Yeah, I think he was with the Rams, Tennessee in college, I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Yeah, big play. He's always been a big play guy.
Yeah,
right?
That's
deep
what
threat.
I was going to say. Always been, yeah.
Which is dangerous for us. They got two deep threats and the honky going over the middle. That's they got some weapons along with their run game and a good line.
All right. Man, I don't even fucking know. I'm like a quarter flip on this one. Except I don't have a quarter to flip, so I guess I'll have to just pick one. And so I'm going to stick with my under and say our secondary steps it up this game. I think our secondary, like, we haven't had a game where the secondary showed out. Let's have this one be that one. Please.
Works for me.
Praying hands. Praying hands, Dale. Praying hands. Greg, praying hands. Derek, keep your hands on the wheel.
Hands off the wheel, Derek.
Derek starts praying, and we just hear.
Camera goes out.
Yeah. It's already out. Audio.
That's true. That's true. The whole signal.
All right. Who's up?
Will Disley.
No, did we all give our. Yeah.
Oh, did we?
I went under.
Would you go, Greg?
I'll go under.
All right.
All right.
So Will Disley's averaging 30.2 yards per game. They got him at 31.5. So they're basically putting his average. We've struggled with tight ends at times, and other ones haven't gone off on us. Fuck it. Under, baby, because I went over on the last two, so under. Under. Fuck you. Fuck you, Will Disley. I'm dissing you, Disley, bitch.
Fuck it. Tits in a bucket. Under. That's my rationale. Tits in a bucket.
What you got, Greg? What you got on that?
Yeah, Greg, come on. You got tits in a bucket? No.
Can't top that one.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
That
was pretty good.
Yeah.
Bengals against tight ends. I got to go over on this one.
Did Greg even answer?
You said under, didn't you?
I said under on Disley.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought
He didn't say anything cool though.
they call him Big Montana for a reason.
Because he plays in LA?
Yeah.
That's exactly why.
Is it because Yellowstone's back on the air?
It is.
I know.
Don't give me any spoilers. I haven't watched it yet.
Well, the guy's dead, the main character, because we knew he wasn't going to be back. So there's your spoiler that I wasn't supposed to give you.
I already knew that one.
Maybe he's not dead, though.
Oh, never mind then.
It's TV, boys. Is he dead?
Look dead.
Is he really, though?
Is he, though? Did he fake his death?
You know what, though? I did not know that Kevin Costner wasn't coming back to the show, so that caught me on surprise when I saw it.
Oh, well, where the fuck you been living?
Oh, man, I don't read. You probably read that shit somewhere.
I do. I read more than I watch.
What the fuck are words anyway?
We'll start watching a movie and I'll be into it, and like 15 minutes into it, I'm like, I'm just going to go ahead and read, especially if it's like, this is based on a true story. I'm like, well, I got to find out about this true story.
Yeah, I do the same thing all the time.
My wife does too. She knows the ending, everything she watches before she watches it because she reads about it.
Yeah, no, I do that too.
Yeah, it's a terrible thing to do.
Well, no.
Right.
When the last Harry Potter book came out, I went immediately on Wikipedia. I almost told my brother what happened. He was ready to kill me.
So anyway, Greg, back to the Bengals. Your
moving on to that's what I was going to say.
21.5. I'll start this one off for you, Greg. I think that he could get 21.5 if he didn't drop 2 balls tomorrow Sunday night.
Does he? I think he still does play a lot because he plays in the slot. And Burton's going to be the one who Burt might be inactive again.
Here's what I could see, though. I could see him having 15 yards but 2 touchdowns. He's a good red zone guy. I just don't know, man. He's been dropping a few passes here and there, but I'll still put him over at around 30 yards.
So we got 1 over, 1 under going into Derek.
Underrated play though was that 4th down that he converted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's the guy. That's the strong hand guy. That's his hands are very inconsistent. We can safely say that, but
because they ain't been around Greg's dick enough.
Boom! If he had to handle that meat.
Yeah.
I'm going to say under, but I agree with Greg on I could see him getting like 2 touchdowns in this game, something crazy like that.
I'll go over. Fuck it. Let's go. Yoshi. Yoshi's going to have 40, 50 fucking yards.
Yeah.
I don't care if he gets in the end zone, but 40, 50 huge yards on key plays that move the chains. He's going to finally start to show some flashes this week. I'm calling it. It's the Yoshi breakout game. 3 or 4 catches, over 40 yards. Andre Yosavash, let's go. I got Greg's dick hard on that one.
Yeah, I know. Greg's going to turn off. If he turns off the camera, there you go. The tissue's out.
Oh, yeah.
I'll kick off Chase Brown at 22.5. I'll take the over on Chase Brown because he's an easy dump off for Joe. And Joe played, and if Orlando Brown's not in there, Joe's going to be getting rid of the ball very quick, and Chase Brown's going to be one of those outlets. So I'll take the over at 22.5 on Chase Brown.
And while Greg's still jerking off, I'm going to jump in and also take the over and send it to Derek because I think he takes the over because without Zach Moss, he's getting the lion's share of those receiving targets out of the backfield. And we saw how effective he was doing it last week. I think he's only going to get more effective, and he's going to be the check down option. They're going to have some design little passes out for him on screens. I think Chase Brown might put up over 50 fucking receiving yards. So, see, I'm trying to make up for it now where I said Chase under, Jamar Chase under, because Chase Brown, Andre Oswald, and Gesicki's still coming. I'm still saving it. I'm saving my yardage. I said 350. He going for 350. Go ahead, Derek.
I mean, I like when I don't have to talk. You nailed the pin right on the head right there.
Greg dropped his bat, Derek.
Yeah, I know. That wasn't his bat. That was his cock.
Wood.
Yeah, it was his cock.
Out. That's what sounds
he
like.
Unrolled it. He unrolled it.
Right, he unrolled it.
All right, moving on. Next, J.K. Dobbins for the Chargers.
Wait. You ignored me on Chase. Yeah, no, it's no worries, Dale. I'm going to go under because I think he's going to run the ball more.
We were too busy talking about your cock.
I know, right?
This is my bad.
No,
yeah.
So 12.5 is the over-under for J.K. Dobbins. He is averaging 12.4. They literally put this within a tenth of a point for his over-under. And I'm going to say he gets it. I'm going to say he gets it, right? 13. He gets 13 yards.
I also would go with the over on this one. I mean, I'm just doing out my averages here. I took my lad McConkey and then turned down the others. Yeah. I'll say J.K. Dobbins goes over.
Yeah, I think he goes over. He's got.
You know what though? My gut just stepped in and said under.
He's going over.
I felt something. It's under. Go ahead, Greg.
I said over.
Oh, okay. My bad.
I'm going to take the under just because. No, you know what? I'm going to take the over because Herbert's going to be under pressure all night because of how awesome our defensive line is playing. And he'll just have to keep checking it down. And I think he'll easily get over 13 yards or whatever it was.
Okay.
How well our defensive line is playing all game. Come on now. I've been very not like myself talking about all this positivity, and then you say something like that about make me go back to the old me.
Dale. Clark Harris is directing dirty movies out in Hollywood now.
Fuck, wouldn't surprise me.
You won't answer the damn phone.
Play on, player. If you need, if you need like a
discount?
If you need a small cock guy, small cock, fat guy with facial hair.
And
you got two of them, Clark.
Yeah, boom.
Tag team champions of the world.
Hair and one chick.
The tag team champions of the world.
Hey, absolutely free too. My service is free.
What? No, I'm gonna get paid. If I'm gonna have herpes and shit, I'm gonna get paid.
All right, fuck it, we're getting paid. Yeah.
Do we have to use condoms? I think you have to use condoms. I don't fucking want to use condoms.
They got little ones.
I'd rather have the herpes.
Okay, yeah.
Condom. Right. Anyways, Mike Gesicki, speaking of condoms, Mike Gesicki, man, he makes Houday Joe use a condom.
Oh, yeah.
So he doesn't shoot all over the bed.
Yes.
34.5 over under. I'm going to say under, and it's strictly for a reason I said chase under. It's the T. Higgins is back. He's going to get those targets. That's it.
Man, I'm living in La La Land. Oh, here, I got to do this.
L.A.? You're living in L.A.?
Well, Mike Gesicki is because he's going to make enough catches out there to make himself a home. You know what I'm saying?
Don't they have Hayden Hurst? Don't they have Hayden Hurst, too, on their
Yes,
team?
they do. He's like the last rated tight end, I think, in the league right now.
Sorry, I was just tossing it out there thinking about money and L.A. and
Hayden Hurst over or under 1 yard?
Has he been playing?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. He's averaging 9.3 per game.
I guess you'll take the over.
He's played in 7 of the 9 games with 65 total yards. I'll take the over on 1 yard. I'll take the over.
I'll take the over just because I love Hayden Hurst.
Yeah,
I love Kathy. I love whatever
Yes.
his dad's name was. I already forgot. Sorry, Dad. And I love Hayden
Mr. Hurst.
The Hayden Hurst Foundation. Shout out. Still love that.
But Mike Gesicki, I'll take the over. I mean, he's also on fire. Him and Chase. And I know that some of the reason is because T's out, but I think they keep it going. I'm positive Chop today.
He's a big target, man. They should.
Hopefully Tanner Hudson doesn't get the freaking vulture all of Gesicki's snaps. But I'm going to take the over as well, just because, I mean,
love you, Tina.
We love you,
I
Tina.
can see him being, the
Right, Tina.
primary slot guy like him. I could see him splitting snaps with Yoshi, honestly.
That's true, Dustin.
I saw that comment. I was like, whenever
You're like,
I
ain't
watch
popping
this press
that up.
conference,
Zach Taylor does have herpes.
he has the thinnest lips of any man. I tell you, it's like he doesn't even have lips.
Bro,
Except
you
for that
really look
tongue.
at his lips like that?
Yeah, I do.
I mean, I've
I'm
seen
a
the
nurse,
herpes,
man.
but
I got to tell you though, this is not a lie. Like when you become a nurse,
that and you're also a horn dog, so you probably do check
Yeah,
out lips a lot
do.
because you imagine them.
yeah, he's got nice looking feet though. But anyway, sometimes when you're a nurse, you notice things. Like if we go somewhere and someone's got big veins, I notice that. Like nurses notice if you like veins in your arms. It's weird. It's because
All
drawing
right.
blood.
Did we all give our Gesicki picks?
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, go
All right,
ahead.
go ahead, Greg.
What is Gesicki again?
34 and a half.
I think he'll get a touchdown, but I'm going to go slightly under just because of Chase. I said Chase and Higgins are going to get over 100 yards.
Yep.
Wade, we do got to put our best foot forward.
Yeah,
Evan
we gotta put both
McPherson
of
needs to
them.
also put his best foot forward if they allow him to kick it all.
Please.
But I still want to see us be aggressive like we were against the Ravens. I don't want us to be like, well, this ain't the Ravens offense, so let's not be aggressive. I don't think if we were aggressive during that game that it would have been going as well as it did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I just say keep your fucking foot on the gas, baby.
Yep.
That's the way
That's
to
what
go.
I'm saying, man. Foot on the fucking gas. It doesn't our identity, like at the end of the game, you can't run the ball. Like just keep it going. Like play like we're always behind.
All right, so over under rushing yards.
Over.
33 and a half. It starts with Gus Edwards, but Dobbins is higher than him, and then it has Chase Brown. But
I'm
Gus
taking-
Edwards, 33 and a half. This is another one, man. Holy shit. Within a tenth of a point, he's averaging 33.6 yards. I'm taking the fucking under. Go ahead, Chop.
I'm going to take the over on this one. I think that, prove it to me. Chris Jenkins, BJ Hill, please, God. But I don't know. We've just had trouble against the run. Although we did stop Henry in that. We didn't really let Henry go off too bad, did we?
No, and even Saquon, he had some. Saquon probably had the best game, but Saquon's having a good game against everybody.
You know,
He's the best running back in the NFL this season.
no, over. Fuck it, over. Go ahead to the next person before I change my mind again.
I'm gonna go under on Gus.
I'm going to take the under as well. I just don't see them running against us.
Now,
What's
I
the
could see
score?
Gus getting 1 or 2 touchdowns if they get close. He's a great goal line.
Yeah.
He's a great short yardage convert.
call
He'll
him the
convert
Gus
a
bus.
third. Yeah, he's the Gus bus. But the yardage wise, I think they can contain him. Maybe he gets over, but I just can't predict it. And then, so for the next part of this is J.K. Dobbins at 58.5, who's averaging 74.4. Kind of a weird thing that they have him so far under. Maybe he is a little dinged up. I know he missed some practice, but at the same point in time, I saw that their Chargers fans was saying that that's a normal weekly rest thing for him because he didn't practice yesterday.
I
But-
think his stats lie a little bit because Gus Edwards had been injured for like 4 games, which would increase his yards per game.
Yeah, but I mean, honestly, he was killing it early in the season, so it hasn't been the last 4 for me. Remember, early in the season, it was like, damn, J.K. Dobbins is fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, no, I thought he looked great too. And then
It might actually help him. Either way, I'm going over.
Yeah.
I think he gets more than 58.5. I think, I think he's going to get the ball a lot, and I think he gets, a good 60, 70. It doesn't have to be anything crazy because we're going to win this game. But I'll go over.
Dale, if you were any closer, we'd be making out tonight because I'm also going to go with the over on J.K. Dobbins. But I think I gave it away when I was talking about Gus Edwards. I was going to take the over on both of them and hope the Bengals prove me wrong. My positivity only goes so far with this 4-6 record.
Well, it's over-unders, right? You can still win a game with guys going over or under.
Yep.
Your defense needs one stop every fucking week.
Yeah, please. Or maybe 5 tackles.
I'm going to take the under as well. Or no, I think you both took the over, didn't you?
I took
Jared,
the
I'm
over.
going to leave you as the lone wolf. I'm going over.
Yeah, I took the over.
I'm all right.
Why are you saying under?
Just because of how well this defense has played against the run.
Yeah, the last several weeks, really.
Yeah, there is a trend there of them being good against the run. When everybody came back and was healthy, no team has been able to really run against us, other than like a few breakaway plays here and there.
And a running quarterback. And Herbert, I mean, he can do it, but he's not that. He'll get hurt if he does it too much.
He's been doing it.
He's already
been doing
hurt,
it more as of late.
This dude's like always banged up, somewhat.
He's averaging 13 yards a game, so that's nothing crazy. It's not the 50, 60, 70 yards like Jaden Daniels was before his rib injury and a Lamar Jackson. Or even a Daniel Jones was averaging a lot more than that.
Daniel Jones' new average is 0.
Yeah.
If you add in all the sacks?
No, I'm just saying, like, they pulled him.
No, I
mean, they didn't cut him, but they benched him.
They're on a bye this week, right? And I think they said there's something to do with his contract, and if he gets hurt, then he's owed all of the money, or I don't remember what exactly it is, but I don't see them playing him the rest of the year.
They're fucking stupid that they signed him.
I want to get this from Dustin before we move on to Chase Brown's over-under. He asked if I'm excited about the future of Jenkins and Jackson. How would I rate them collectively this year? I would say subpar overall. It's been very hit or miss and mostly miss, but they have helped the run game overall. Jenkins has some and Jenkins he's not a pass rusher. He's one of the worst pass rushers.
No, he did get a sack.
Yeah, that doesn't fucking matter. I mean, it does. You know what I mean? But at the same point in time, he's not a consistent pass rusher, period. He doesn't get a lot of pressures. This is not who he is, but he's great against the run. And I still am very hesitant on McKinley Jackson. Very hesitant. I don't know what the hell McKinley Jackson is, honestly, because he's not as stout in the run game as you would think. And sometimes he gives you some pass rush, and sometimes he doesn't. He's just a very inconsistent player, and he always was in college. So that's how I feel about McKinley Jackson. I do think, though, that there is a role for a guy like Chris Jenkins as like a solid number 3 defensive tackle rotational guy that you love to have on your team. A good player and good, solid singles and doubles in the draft are a lot better than your fucking strikeouts like Jackson Carman. So
you don't see BJ. I mean, you don't see Chris Jenkins as a starter next year.
I'm not saying he won't start.
He's better as a rotational.
I do. And he might start because, what's first down? It's a run a lot of times,
Well, I also, look, man, you're better at this than me for sure. But, I mean, the dude just got the club off his hand, and I feel like he's on the come up.
Well, and I'm not – he does – like, it was in the draft guide. Anybody that got it last year, I talked about there is tools there to develop. He just has never developed them, never had them at Michigan, and – I got to see it, Show me it, and then I'll believe it more. But But I think he's going to be a damn good player either way because of his run defense. That's where I'm at with Jenkins. And I think if you could get a Milton Williams, the Eagles, in free agency and retain B.J. Hill, now we're cooking. Now we've got 4 guys because I'll throw McKinley Jackson there, and you need a 5th one. One more guy that can give you something.
McKinley Jackson's a big motherfucker, isn't he?
He's short, but he's thick.
He's
a big
hoss.
Yeah, he's a little bowling ball looking motherfucker in the middle. So I need to see him be more consistent for him. But so that's my analysis on that for Dustin because he's very loyal.
Bengals are known for incredible player development.
That's true. Yeah, so probably what they are is what they'll be.
You're right.
Maybe regress eventually.
Yeah. I mean, look at what's up, Miles Murphy. Is this his 3rd year?
Second. It's only his second. He hasn't had a ton of opportunities. I mean, yes, he's had some injuries, and that's scary. But the dude's only like 22 years old, and his advanced metrics, analytics, whatever fucking word you want to use there, are pretty good as a pass rusher. And there's a lot of potential there. We just need to see it more. But Lou loves Joseph Osai. But anyways, back to Chase Brown over under 61.5 rushing. I'm pretty sure they're a good run defense, but once again, not doing my homework. I don't know what they're ranked. I do love me some Chase Brown, but I'm going to say under. But I still think he'll get you 50, 55. Like, I don't think he has a bad game. I just think he gets under the 61.5.
How many yards did Chase Brown get against the Ravens? Right?
Rushing? I don't know.
Yeah,
I think
how many rushing yards? Damn.
I think it was under 61.5.
You think so? I mean, that would be because that's against the number 1 rushing defense in the NFL. Where's LA compared to that? I'm going to keep on giving out my positive vibes with Chase Brown, man, because what's his name? Khalil Herbert came in and fucking fumbled the first one. Now, I'm sure he gets a little bit more action this time, and he's got a little bit more practice with Joe handing off the ball. But I still think that Chase Brown's going to be the feature back. It's not going to be a 2-back system.
He's definitely the feature.
Yes, I'm just saying I don't think it's going to be much of a 2-back system, and I think that Chase Brown takes the over 61.5.
He had 42 last week, 13 carries, 42 yards. That is the number 1 run defense in the Ravens, and we knew that. He had 42.
Over.
Yeah, I'm gonna say under, just because I feel like, and maybe it won't be 60-40, maybe it'll be 35% of snaps, but I feel like Khalil Herbert's going to be much more involved this week, and I can see Chase still being efficient with what he has, but maybe like Dale said, he gets 40 or 50 and gets the majority of the receiving work.
Is Greg still on here because his mic is muted? So I know
Gregory.
Because I feel like he hasn't said anything lately, so I don't know. Like maybe he had to shit. I don't know. I just wanted to see if he's still on here and his mic's muted. Hey, Greg. No,
Greg.
Can't, they chose to mute themselves is what it says when I try to unmute them. So take that as I don't know what Greg's doing.
He's gone.
I don't think we did anything to piss him off, but he might be jerking.
I don't know. He's left. I mean, he's here
but
gone.
Yeah, he's here but gone. All right, so moving on to the spread is 1.5. So, I mean, that's basically almost Bengals as a favorite. And that's what, the 6-3 Chargers versus the 4-6 Bengals? Because I think they've had their bye week and we haven't. I think that's a record. I could be wrong. I'm wrong every now and then, but not very often.
Doesn't that say, look, man, I'm a novice at this betting, but doesn't that, according to the money line, say that the LA Chargers are favored?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're favored, but it's 1.5. And I always say the home team should get 3 points. Especially
I got you. So they're only getting 2 points because the home game. So the 1.5 makes it look like the Bengals are the favorite.
Yeah, to me, that's why I said basically the Bengals are favored. They're not actually favored. So thank you for clarifying, especially for the podcast listeners.
Right.
So the Chargers are favored by 1.5.
Right.
And we sure find a way to lose these close games. Maybe that's part of it.
Yeah.
Hey, and taking the spread would be a good bet because a couple games this year, don't we come within like 1 point, 1 or 2 points? So taking the spread would be good. Although I'll go for the money line, man, and that's the best odds anyway. Money line Cincinnati. Taking the Bengals, man. I just come on. Because you have to, motherfuckers. If you're listening, you fucking have to, goddammit. Don't let me go into fucking bye at 4-7.
And the over-under is 47.5. So do you want to give that or wait, Chad, for your score
I'll
prediction?
give that. And I'll go over. I think that our team scores over 30 fucking points. So that only needs 17 for them. So over. Easy.
Greg?
And like I said, let me just go off again here because I want them cocksuckers to know this is it, man, you fuckers. I'll still love you. I'm not going to lie. I can't stop, but please, God, don't let me go into this by fucking 4-7, please.
I'm about to lose service again.
Byron Lou.
Go ahead, Derek.
I'm about to lose service again, so I'll just go ahead and give mine.
Go ahead.
Give it all.
No team this year has scored more than 20 points against the LA Chargers. The Bengals are going to be the first team. They win. I'm taking the under on the points because I want to say they win the game 27-12.
12?
Damn.
27-12. I told you I
all
am
field goals?
the defense out.
All field goals?
Calling the defense out. We'll see.
Is that all?
Christ.
Is
Man,
that all
are you
field
picking
goals?
up them kids driving drunk?
All field goals. They don't.
All field goals.
They don't get in the end zone.
All right. Did you make that bet for cash money?
And well, did I make it? No, I haven't made it yet.
Yeah.
Well, I'm taking the Bengals on the spread. I'm taking the Bengals on the money line, and I'm taking the under because I'm only going to have 41 points total for this game. Yeah, the Bengals offense is humming. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. That's a very good Chargers defense.
Blah, blah, blah.
And that is the reason, because the Chargers defense is so good, the run game, they're going to control the clock a lot, keep Burrow off the field. That is the reason that it doesn't fucking matter. The Bengals will still win the game 24-17. Let's fucking go.
Let's do this.
But that'll be 41 total points.
I'll take the over also.
You'll take the over.
Yeah,
Any explanation?
Just because.
Just because. Tits in a bucket, Dale.
Because I feel like it.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Tits in a bucket.
Did you have a score prediction, Chop?
Let's see. So I said the Bengals. I'm gonna number 33 is popping in my head for the Bengals, and number 28 is popping in my head. Did I not pick that last time?
I don't know.
No, I ain't picking 28 because that means I get all touchdowns. 33-24.
We got Wade 17-10 Bengals. It could be an ugly game, you know.
I'm going to bet that score 33-24.
And Travis, who came on, who used to be a co-host of this show, said 27-24 Bengals. That one sounds very realistic.
Yes.
But I went 24-17. I need a touch. Give me a little breather there, you know, on the 24-17. But Wade said what was that again?
Wade said 17-10.
Anybody else give score predictions?
I didn't give one.
Did you get Tyler Bowles, 24-18 Bengals? Also, Tyler's taking the under. Wade, that's him again. He was saying it twice because you didn't say it the first time, even though he's your neighbor. But that's all right.
I'll go 29-24 Bengals.
29-24.
Yeah. You'll be creative.
That's the only
Chop,
score.
what was yours again? Like 30?
Mine was 33-24. 33-24.
I thought you said 28 the first time.
I said that but that sounds like all touchdowns, and I think at least one time they're going to kick it.
What was Tyler's again?
Oh, fuck me. Hold on. We got something to 18.
What was yours, Greg?
Tyler's
29-24.
24.
29.
What was Tyler's?
24-18's Tyler's.
Anybody else got a score prediction?
Ryan Sparks, 27-17.
Cheers.
Oh, here, Chris Crowley's got one.
Ryan, that's what I said. Anybody somebody needs to pick the Chargers because this is ridiculous.
Jay Morrison, Chris Crowley saying Jay Morrison picked last week's game exactly, and this week he said 23-21. So he's taking that. Shit, I'm writing that shit down too if he got it right last week.
Right now, we're all homers. Does anybody remember what Derek picked?
No, I do not.
No.
God, we don't listen when Derek talks, do we? Damn.
No. Are we supposed to? Was that? I didn't get a memo. I didn't get the Bengals and Brews inner memo saying that we're supposed to start paying attention to Derek.
Look at this big ice cube that was in here, so it doesn't quite go down.
It's one of the ice cubes, right?
No, it's just the way the ice. I didn't want to break it and make all that noise. So
get a hammer, Dale.
Man, look at that. Now your nose gets all chilly while you're drinking. It's fun.
It is. It looked like
you got a cold nose, Dale.
Oh,
your little nose is cold.
Oh, nose is so cold. And that game moment was brought to you by 50 West Brewery and Midwest Best Barbecue and the Chop Shop 513.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification button so you can not miss any game moments.
There will be plenty.
Exactly. Right. My wife was just in here before the show started talking about me and Dale.
Interesting. I wanted Connor Williams. Yeah, I know he's coming off an injury, whatever. But center/guard versatility, I was like, that's the perfect guy to bring in. And he's been pretty good. Guy out of Texas. But, yeah, retiring at 27. But, hey, good for him, man. Live your life. Oh, it's 27-17, Ryan. So we were a little different. I wrote down
27-17.
I hope Ryan is right because 10-point win would look even better.
Yes, it would, please.
My nose is so cold again, Chop.
No, it's so cold.
Hey, Girth Brooks wants to know, how the hell does Bengal Jim find the time and money to fly to all away games? Must be a baller.
Dedication.
Maybe he does porn.
He might be working with Clark Harris.
No, shout out to everybody. Like, hey, dude, I've never been to an away game, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I want to go. Like, I already know how crazy it gets at the home games I go to, and that's around a bunch of Bengals fans. Like, I love it. Although, at the same point in time, like,
if you want to try,
I always try to be nice to the opposing fans.
Yeah, although if you do want to try it, and you're like, I don't have the kind of money to go to an away game, how about $20? How about $20 for airfare, hotel, game, tailgate?
How could you potentially do that?
Oh, my God, Dale, thanks for asking. You could go to Project Game Day, all right, on Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram, and you could register to win a prize package where you get airfare, hotel, tailgate, and tickets to the game for $20 fucking a try.
20?
Swear to God. To go see Dallas. You know, you get to go to Jerry Jonesville.
The Jerry World, right? The big giant Jumbotron. Like, that's a pretty big time trip.
When you said you don't want to go to an away game, what if I said, hey, Dale, for $20 you can go? Also, with that
I could be your plus one.
With that $20, you'll be helping military veterans go to Bengals games. You'll be helping disabled adults go to Bengals games. That's what I'm talking about, man. Oh. Not only did you get to spend only $20 for a fantastic trip, but you get to help people out. Only one place offers that. I swear to God, that I'm thinking of right now, because probably other places do offer that sometimes, but Project Game Day with this one.
And I do want to clarify for the podcast listeners and everybody else, bro, I got nothing against Jim. I think Jim raises so much money for charity, him and Tony and them. They do a great job. Purely joking. Like, and Tony put an LOL in there. Porn. No, like
I thought maybe.
I was like, I thought it was pussy at first. Bengal Jim doing pussy is crazy, LOL. Yeah. Then I was like, wait, no, it's not enough little thing. It's porn, doing porn. Because I said,
hey, I gotta tell you,
I said maybe he's doing porn. Like,
from a guy that's watched a lot of porn, I guarantee I've seen worse. Fact.
But I want to clarify, listen, because there was a time with some things were said on here and a lot of hatred between me and another person in the Bengals fan base, and that ain't ever going to change. Fuck that guy.
Talking about
I won't say his name.
Oh, not Jeff. Never mind, Jeff. We love you.
But with Bengal Jim, like, honestly, man, I think they're doing great things. It's honestly, man, I love what they do, and I love so many people in the Bengals fan base what they do. And I ain't ever picking those sides. I ain't on this. Like, dude, we all are Bengals fans, and whether you're positive, whether you're not, like, Greg's positive as fuck. Like,
positive all the time.
It gets on my fucking nerves sometimes.
Yeah.
But who the fuck am I to tell Greg Greg, stop being you.
Yeah.
Who the fuck am I to do that?
I just had a conversation with Greg about people being themselves, you know?
Yes.
Just be yourself. Be a fan the way you want. If you want to run around saying Zach Taylor should be fired, go to fuck ahead. That's your right. Who cares?
And
Everybody
has a different way of reacting. I may not agree with how it is, but at the end of the day, we all want that Super Bowl.
Dude, I just, I'm going to bitch. I'm going to call things out. It's part of how I cope.
Purcell coming in.
I want nothing more than what. Yeah, I was writing that one down too, Chop. 30-27 for Purcell. But Tyler said, we all just want to see a Lombardi. That's what that Rams game hurt, because it was like, man, that felt like the season, and that call to take that away, it hurt so bad. But at the same point in time, I still believe in Joe Burrow. And I think I was more upset after that loss than I've ever been. And
with the Ravens?
Last week. And I don't know why. I don't know why. It's a feeling, right? I could not sleep that night. I literally, I joke about staring at my ceiling till 3 in the morning. I was literally staring at my ceiling.
Did you go to work? Dale, did you go to work the next day?
No, I had to end up calling off because I woke up 3 hours later and I said, nah, this ain't the move. But then when I woke up, instead of going back to sleep, I couldn't sleep. I was still pissed off.
It's because we went toe-to-toe with what everybody's saying is the best team in the NFL right now, and we fucking should have won that game. Everybody that watched that game, both games with the Ravens this year, knew that we should have won, and it's just slipped away. Now I'm not.
And we've been so close.
From the Ravens
we've been so close all season. That's what hurts, right? It's like
we're
so close to this one breakthrough big win.
With the exception of the Eagles and maybe the Patriots game, all those should have been wins. Could have easily been wins.
Washington, Washington, good team. The Eagles game, honestly, we were right in that game. It was the second half of the Eagles game.
The only game that I think that we should have outright lost is the first game against the Patriots. That one we just fucking sucked.
Yes.
The whole goddamn team sucked. But
but it was a 6-point game. It was like someone make one play and we win that one.
But every other game, man, it's
Greg, get back on camera. I'm ripping a heater.
Yeah, Greg, goddamn. Greg doesn't care to leave me alone.
I know. He always likes to leave you on here alone.
Yeah. Now he's going to give somebody with epilepsy a seizure, and it's going to be your fault they have to go to the emergency room.
His name is Greg Luther. Sue Greg Luther, not Bengals and Brews, because we make no money doing this show.
Yes, we do.
Did you already put this one up from Girth? Yeah. One, like the Saints, right? Freaking Saints got one. I think that how many teams in the NFL don't have a Lombardi? Hey, Siri. How many teams in the NFL do not have a Lombardi trophy?
Well, the Lions don't. I know that. There's several that don't.
Falcons.
That bitch didn't even answer me.
The Chargers don't have a Super Bowl, do they?
I don't know. There's probably more than we know, but at the same point in time, I just need one, baby.
Just give me that one. Yes.
I need one. I can come on here and just drop my nuts every show and be like, remember that year?
I had to ask her directly.
And I remember
franchises. Cleveland, Detroit, Texans, Jaguars. Oh, it didn't list them all, but yeah, it said a dozen.
Yeah, that's honestly probably a little more than I thought.
I would have thought so too.
And Wade said, I want 12. Listen, that'd be great and all,
Boom.
but I want one. I need one. I want more, but I need one. Yeah. I guess that's the difference. Need them once.
Just give me one.
But
because
I remember that year. I'm like, man, I was like, man, if we could just win this one, it would mean so much because we've won one. And people were like, no, we got Joe Burrow. You can't set your sights that short. We're gonna win like 3 or 4. We're gonna be a dynasty. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. It's the NFL. I want one. Why do we always get ahead of ourselves?
Right.
We had Carson Palmer. Oh, shit, man. We're going to win 3, 4 Super Bowls. Well, no, it took one Kimo von Oelhoffen to fuck that up and the front office.
I was at that game too, trust me.
And they tried to take Joe down twice already.
Joe's a fucking soldier, man. Joe is so good. Mm-hmm. And that's why, we titled that show Monday, Are They Wasting His Talent? Are they wasting it this year? Yes. Are they wasting it in general right now in the moment? Yes. My reaction, yes, Absolutely. But
Where-
do I feel like every time we go into a game we have a chance? Yes. And it's because of Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase and Trey Hitt. We have stars. We have elite players. We have a chance, especially with Joe Burrow. We have a chance every fucking game. I know Andy Dalton was taking this to the playoffs every year. That was all fine and dandy. I never believed in Andy Dalton. Now, I know a lot of people did, and they say, oh, he's a good quarterback. He was good this. He was good that. I never believed he was a guy that could take you to a Super Bowl. You get Joe Burrow in the dance.
With Andy Dalton, you did need a full effort from the full team. With Joe Burrow, you can lack a little bit of effort here and there, and he can make up for it.
Do you think
that's ideal?
Do you think that that's part of it? That the defense maybe lets up some? It makes no sense to do that. You're pros.
I got to tell you, if my name was Girth, I would not wear pants anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, unless that's false advertising. Right?
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
I just say I'm hung like a skull can, boys.
Yeah.
Thick and short.
I'm hung like a baby's arm. No, I'm not.
That's a lie.
That was
That's
wrong.
A fucking lie.
Like a field mouse. Yeah, like a field mouse.
Dustin asked, serious question, is our defense worse than last year? Man, yeah.
Well, I mean, it's not
yeah.
ranked right now. It's not ranked last, and last year we were ranked last, right? Were we 31 or 32 last year?
But I feel like in big moments in second halves we were more competitive, you know, and I think a defense is more about the big moments. Like that's how we made it to the Super Bowl. That's how we made it to the AFC Championship. The defense was able to make the plays in the big moment.
100%. That Super Bowl was the defense. We weren't putting up a lot of our offense was not putting up a lot of points on the board. It was our defense that carried us to the Super Bowl is what I felt. Our defense and Evan McPherson, which this year, guess what? It's our defense and Evan McPherson has been letting us down.
Yeah. Which Jake Elliott, really bad game for the Eagles. And they still overcame it. That's the difference.
They overcame it. And I thought, man, I even put in our chat, I think that Jake Elliott's going to be looking for a job after the game. And then he came back and he made some kicks. So he probably saved his job.
Yeah.
Thank God for him.
He was still very iffy, even on like an extra point. He missed an extra point. He missed 2 field goals, and he almost missed another extra point.
It's a bad year for kickers, man. Justin Tucker's having a bad year too.
Hey, Crip, that's fucked up to say, but probably correct.
2 inches.
You read it for the podcast listeners, Chop. I can't read that.
Dale is 2 inches away from having 2 assholes.
That's funny. I don't care who you are. That's funny.
Yeah. Well, what are you doing tonight, Dale?
Shit.
Lady Bly?
I don't know, man. I wish I was getting laid, but
I wish you were getting laid too.
You know, I did the dishes and shit, the laundry. Like I
if
cleaned
you do
so
the
much.
dishes,
and I did it 2 weeks in a row, and I'm like, and she told me last weekend. She told me, Chop. She said, "Well, you have been really good. We'll probably have sex later when I get home." And then you guess what happened? We did not have sex last weekend, and now I'm like, hey, remember, you know, and I could have just rested on what I had done in the past, you know, like the Bengals. I could just be the defense and rest on what I'd done in the past and be like, let that speak for itself. But no, I'm like, you know what? I got to go out and prove it again. I got to go out and prove it again.
You got to do more dishes.
I got to clean. I got to clean this house, do the laundry, do the dishes, take the trash. I got to do it all, baby.
Make her a grilled cheese. Those are good.
I did that. And you know what? It's like, I don't feel good tonight. It's like, oh, fuck. Son of a bitch. Damn. And, so, you know, I would like to have sex, but the way this Lady Bly's hitting, there's a good chance I end up sleeping in this garage, having sex with the concrete, like dry rubbing my dick off the fucking concrete. I don't know. Was that a general question, or like was I supposed to have a legitimate answer? I don't know.
I mean, that answer worked for me. Greg, what are you doing tonight?
Whatever floats my boat.
Man, I try to look up what time does this start. Pacific time can be caught.
Oh, the Mike Tyson
Oh, no,
fight.
it starts at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock.
All right, everybody, give your predictions on the Mike Tyson fight as I go out and take a leak before we end this one.
Myself, I'll start
Tyson.
off. I'm going with the old man. I'm going with the old man because I'm an old man. Mike Tyson's older than me. He's got 6 years on me. He's 58 years old. I did see a video where somebody said he's slow, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Watch out for that fucking left, Logan, because you're going to get fucking smashed. Go ahead, Greg.
Tyson.
That's it. Dale's peeing. You got to give a little bit more in-depth prediction why.
I just like it. Everybody's taking what was it? Logan, Jake or Logan? Yeah, Jake. Whatever. I don't care.
Mr. Paul.
Mr. Paul, we'll just call him. No, I'm going with Tyson. I think he's gonna. Yeah, I think he's gonna shut him up, big time.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make a bet on that. I wonder.
Might as well.
I wonder what the odds are. I can look them up while you're doing that.
Yeah.
I'll just go to the one that I use. I know that
What's
Derek's always giving free plugs to BetJack. Isn't it BetJack?
You with BetJack? Okay.
No, I ain't with BetJack. I'm going on I got 3. I use DraftKings, FanDuel, and Caesars.
Okay. See, the real Caesar's Palace.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I think. Oh, they got an app?
I don't know. You know,
Tyson Paul. Here it is. Well, they got Jake Paul favored. Minus 270, and Tyson is
he's heavily favored.
10.
Fuck Jake Paul.
Mike Tyson to be knocked down in any of the rounds 1, 2, 3, or 4. Jake Paul to win and both fighters be knocked down. Mike Tyson to win. I wonder if they got parlays on this shit. Can you parlay fucking boxing?
I mean, probably you could put
a couple rounds. Yeah.
There's probably other fights. There's probably preliminaries. Then you got to research those guys.
Yeah. Round betting. Method to victory. What the fuck is method to victory?
Look who it is.
Jake Paul, by decision or TKO. Will the fight go the distance? Hey, guess my fart. Guess it.
Are we supposed to guess if it's poop or not?
Yeah, is that a duck?
No.
I thought we were going to guess if there was poop in your pants.
You're supposed to make the sound and see if it sounds like the same as you made. Just learn that game. Guess my fart. I already farted.
No. Look, Derek's in the chat and he says, yes, you can on the bets.
Derek.
Of course he knows.
Derek's alerted on that.
We hit one of his key words. Bet. What? Bet, huh? I'm gonna take Tyson. Let's see, just so everybody knows. If you take Tyson for plus 210, your $10 wins you $21.
Well, Mike Tyson in 3 is plus 1,800, Derek said. That's what he bet. Told us that earlier.
Round betting.
Oh, Dustin asked me where I'm at on Ohio State. I don't know if I truly believe in the defense. Me neither. I think they'll have a big test, surprisingly, against Indiana and Curtis Rourke, who I got like a 4th-round grade on that guy now. He's moving up the boards. He played before that at Ohio University, boys. But he is balling out for Indiana this year. And that Indiana is undefeated. I think they're 10-0. It's incredible. Incredible start.
I don't see that. He's using that BetJack, though. I'm not real good at this, and you can tell by my record this year. It's not that great. Win in 60 seconds.
I also don't believe Dustin Croft and Will Howard still. I don't believe in him.
What? Mike Tyson to win in 60 seconds pays $10, pays $230 if he wins in 60 seconds. So if he just comes out there and knocks the fuck out of him.
Thank you, Crip. I'm having separate conversations with the chat as you guys continue to talk about Mike Tyson. But yes, Nova is a beautiful dog. He's a little asshole, but man, got him from the pound like a couple years ago. This is by far my favorite dog. The little fucking dogs in the house, fuck them. They're annoying as fuck. Like, now everyone else in the family loves those dogs, but this dog, this says
11 p.m. Eastern time is the fight. Are you sure it's 8 o'clock?
That's probably when it starts. It probably starts at 8 o'clock, but that fight, those fights are always late as fuck. Always. The like main event. Because
you know what? I'll bet it's at 11 p.m. Eastern time where it's happening, because it's happening in the UK, right? Well, that says Eastern time. ET means Eastern. Never mind. I don't know what the fuck's going on here.
I
Why
just
somebody
assumed it'd be
wanted
in
to-
Vegas or somewhere, you know. Is it happening in
Yeah.
the UK?
I don't
That's in
know.
Vegas.
I'm gonna do that.
There's also John Jones and Stipe Miocic on Saturday for the UFC. And John Jones is going to win. But, man, I'd love to see Stipe knock his fucking ass out. I don't know about everybody else. It's a Cleveland guy. Listen, I know he's a Browns fan, but he's a Cavs fan. I'm a Cavs fan. Our 13-0 Cleveland Cavaliers guys. Come on.
Yeah. Also, John Jones is my seat neighbor.
What?
John Jones is my seat neighbor at all the games.
I didn't know that was his last name.
Yeah, that's
How
John
crazy
Jones.
is that?
I know.
I've known you guys for like 3 years. No clue that was his last name.
Yep, John Jones. Look, I'm putting Mike Tyson.
But John, I mean, they legalized 12-6 elbows in the fucking UFC. Like, John Jones is fucking probably going to kill Stipe, who's like 41 and worked a 24-hour shift as a firefighter like a week ago. Like, this man he loves being a firefighter and a regular dude.
Mike Tyson in 60 seconds. Man, my camera sucks. You put your shit up there, I can read it. Mine, it's all fucking blurry.
Why would you bet that, man? You know they want this shit to go a long time because they don't want the crowd to be all pissed off that it doesn't go. Like, and it's honestly, it's going to be an exhibition. Like
Tyson.
Mike Tyson, who was it? Roy Jones, like 5 years ago, that went all the full rounds because neither of them was throwing all their power, this, that, and the other. I know they were older, but fuck, it don't matter. It's just they want people to watch this. It's an exhibition. It ain't a real fight. That's why I would not bet on that shit. It ain't a real fight. Please prove me wrong and Mike Tyson go out there and knock his fucking ass out.
I'm only going to make that one, though. It's high risk, low risk, high reward.
T-Bowl said Mike Tyson in 5 rounds. He bites off Jake Paul's ear.
I watched that happen live because I'm old. Dude, Mike Tyson back in the day, like I'm 50 fucking 2 years old. So like
Mike Tyson was a beast, son.
Yeah.
I know.
And he was banging Robin Givens. Yeah.
And he's funny in the Hangover movies. I think that started his comeback, honestly.
Yeah. He was great, man.
Yeah, Ross says just give him a small bump before the fight.
Yeah.
I know he loves smoking weed, but I think he gave up weed. It's probably why he's so angry. It's probably why he slapped him. I know he like stepped on his foot, whatever. I just assumed it was scripted. I seen he stepped on his foot.
How old is it's Logan Paul that's fighting, right?
Jake.
Which one's the wrestler?
Logan Paul also fights, but he's a wrestler, yeah.
Oh, okay. Logan's the wrestler and Jake is the are they twin brothers?
No.
One's a couple years older. Logan's
they just look a lot alike, right?
They're all. I mean, hey, they've made so much money.
Dude,
this, that, and the other. Like,
I wish
good for
the fuck
them.
I had their bank. Jesus Christ! When I don't watch wrestling anymore, and then I was watching what was it, WrestleMania, where Logan Paul because they own Prime Drinks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're wrestling on a ring that says Prime. Like this dude is literally owns the WWE by proxy, right?
No, but I mean, he's like, hey, I'm an attraction.
Yeah. And he's a good wrestler, to be honest. When I was watching, he does a good job.
He actually is. Yeah, really good.
He's a very good wrestler. So it's not just like some fucking billion. And he's a billionaire, right? Is it billion? The Pauls? I mean, you got to right?
Nah, I can't imagine they're billionaires yet. But, I mean, shit. Oh, what's a couple $100 million between friends?
Right. Let's see.
Hey, guys, I'm going to head off. Y'all take care.
Fuck you, Greg.
Yeah, Greg, fuck you, man.
Right here.
Your air conditioner's already fixed. Where are you going?
Yeah, we're just now getting into a rhythm.
Right.
It's okay. Well, you guys go ahead. Who dey, guys?
Oh, man. Siri's upset. She's not responding to that. Hey, Siri, what is the net worth of Logan Paul? Let's see.
All right.
Oh, it ain't near $1 billion. 150 million.
Yeah.
Cheap
what broke bitches? 150 million.
That's like God damn. What do you want?
150
SSDI
million for doing.
shit?
I mean, I know the wrestling, the boxing, the this and the that, but it's all social media. Like
exactly
that's crazy to
hey,
earn 150 million.
We're on social media right fucking now, Dale. Where's our check? Like literally, we're live on social media right fucking now.
Bro.
Where's my check?
Dustin Cross, the only real one. gives us $5 super chats every now and then.
Yeah.
But Dustin says Dell moved up to 18 last year to get Gibbs. Yeah, I did see that. You asked that a couple times, so I haven't got to it yet. My bad, brother.
Yeah.
Hey, get down. You're doing too much now. You're cute and all.
I just saw that in our chat, right? That they were trying to get Gibbs.
He said earlier on the Richard Sherman podcast that he almost, if not the Lions at 12, he thought he was going to go to the Cowboys or Bengals, and the Bengals had told him that they were going to move up to somewhere around pick 18 to get him, which it would have been crazy to see the Bengals trade up. And for a running back,
right?
I think it probably would, because that was Bijan, but Bijan went top 10. That was that same year, and we like Gibbs, the Gibbs train. Woo! Houday Joe was all over that.
Man, you
Gibbs
think
train.
Greg likes Yoshi? Can you imagine Houday Joe if we got Gibbs?
Yeah, no doubt.
God damn.
Get down, big boy.
He'd have a fucking scented candle too. New co-host.
Yeah. Okay. But no, that is interesting, that they were that into a running back. And I think it worked out getting Chase Brown in the 5th round and things like that. But, Gibbs is super explosive and would have been fun in this offense. But to trade up, I don't remember what they were at that year to go from 20. I'm just going to guess 24 because we picked 24
I think
a
it was
lot.
23. Wasn't it 23?
Whatever we took Miles Murphy at. Yeah.
23, I think.
Okay, so somewhere in that, close to mid-20 range to 18, you got to give up a lot in the first round to move up. So you're giving up at least a third. And I'm not saying they shouldn't have done that. Oh, 28? Chris's, we were 28.
28? Oh, damn.
Shit, we would have had to give up a lot then.
Oh, son of a bitch. Well,
fuck. We would have had to give up a next year's second or that year's second or – I don't know how those picks pan out off the top of my head. We got DJ Turner, right? Let's just say you had to give up DJ Turner and Miles Murphy to get Jahmyr Gibbs. Yeah, I wouldn't have liked that. All right. Yeah. Hey, Dustin, I like Gibbs too, but
yeah,
I still believe in DJ Turner and Miles Murphy. And if that's what I had to give up.
Well, okay. So not
that
it's Jahmyr Gibbs, but I did hear Goodberry doing a thing about the Bengals draft, this last draft. If we would have give up our picks for McKinley Jackson, Chris Jenkins, and one other person I can't remember, and moved up to get Johnny Newton, that would have made a difference, more of a difference on our team this year than the 3 players that we would have traded to move up.
Well, we would have probably – okay, so I haven't looked at a trade value chart, but to get Newton, at minimum, you have to look at Chris Jenkins and Jermaine Burton.
Yeah.
For Johnny Newton. Would I do that? Yes.
Hindsight, yes. Yes.
Well, even in the moment, I would have done that because you still had it too. Because you got that 3rd round comp pick, and that 3rd round comp pick might have still been Jermaine Burton over McKinley Jackson or whoever it ended up being. I would have done it, yeah.
And who was the other D tackle from Texas? He's doing really good.
Oh, Byron Murphy. Yeah, he was the first round. He didn't make it to when we got Mims. He didn't even make it there.
But Byron Murphy's also doing great this year, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. And that's what.
Let me ask you this,
that's what the Bengals need, Chop. Exactly. They need that pass rushing defensive tackle.
They need to just get the fucking balls to jump up and take a fucking elite player in the draft instead of sitting there and just waiting till something falls to you.
Houday T-Bowls.
Yes.
But yeah. Well, and they – see, and they moved up for Cam Taylor-Britt. And I still like that move. Now, I know he's not had a good season, but it's like, hey, here's a guy, and you move up 6 to 8 picks to make sure you get him and someone don't take him in those 6 to 8 picks. And you give up minimal. How many times do we not move up or we move down? We move down with Jackson Carman, and we pick up picks, and they turn into Deontay Smith and guys who never do anything here. It's like, if you got a guy, you think it's a guy, you scouted him, you believe in this guy, make sure you get him. Don't let somebody snatch it from you.
We need some defensive pieces like that we have on offense, like Joe and Jamar. We need that on our defense. We got Trey, but Trey still got another year on his contract, right?
Yes, but I look at it as
hold out.
I was gonna say
he's gonna hold out.
I look
And
at it
he's
as
gonna have
Trey
company.
technically has another year on his contract.
Yeah.
You're either going to pony up and pay him,
Mm-hmm.
or he ain't playing for
No.
you. Period. Because he did it this year. I don't think he's got another year of doing that. And like Wade says, and Chris says, and Mims, never mind. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, man, I like the Mims.
We wouldn't have got
too.
Mims this year if we would have got Johnny Newton. We would have had to probably get someone like what's the other guy from Notre Dame that was other than wasn't there another guy from Notre Dame, another tackle that played on the right side instead of Joe Alt?
Oh yeah. That went
that guy from
the
BYU
Texans.
kid.
I don't know how he's doing,
The kid from BYU was a big fucking mystery too. You know, somebody would have been there for us, but I do like Amarius Mims. So, and protecting Joe for the future, it's nice to see him make that move. It's also part of our Bengal fandom to do the coulda, woulda, shoulda. And Johnny Newton, although I didn't see him do much last night.
No, he didn't. And he's had some really good games and some really subpar games, and he cost them the game last week by jumping offside. So,
was that him that did the offsides jump?
Yeah. And I'm getting tagged on there like, that's your boy. And I'm like,
did you really? So what? People going to make mistakes.
Listen, I don't back down from my evaluation.
Mm-hmm.
I can't predict the future. I don't know if they'll pan out. That was part of it, though, was if you have the draft guide, and you can get the 2025 version, by the way.
Right now.
And
it got updated last night.
It's the best it got updated today.
Oh, was it today? All right. So my email was today.
It got updated today. And guess what? I continued after I sent that out, continued updating because I'm adding more to it. I'm updating all the statistics to shout out Sports Reference because I need to shout them out, which I put that on there so they don't get mad at me. But I didn't make no money off this, but I like to have the stats for people. I like to have everything for people. So you got to shout out the places you get some of the data from.
That's true. You have to give credit.
Give credit where
credit's due.
That's right.
Tits in a bucket.
Tits in a bucket. Fuck it. We're winning by 100.
Fuck it. Tits in a bucket. Yeah.
We're not winning by 100. What rhymes with tits in a bucket, fuck it, and winning
fuck
by
it, tits in a bucket, chuck it, cuck it.
But winning by 20, cuck it?
Win by 20. Man, I'm not good. Is there an Eminem in the chat? He's pretty good at rhyming stuff. I got a dude, Snowball's pretty good at rhyming shit.
Wait, I love you too, brother. I love everybody that gets in this chat. Robert, Ross, Tony, Industries, fucking Crip, T-Bowles that was in here earlier. Like, I know I'm forgetting names. I'm just reading the chat, man. You guys Tina, are literally great.
Stranger, Crip, Jeff Brown from Twitter.
Tony Blaze. We need Chris Jenkins to show out. Wait, Jeff Brown. Oh, my bad.
Go ahead. From Twitter. Jeff Brown from Twitter. Or X. Twix, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
It wouldn't have been a 6th round, Jeff, to be fair. You would have had to give up your 3rd. So it would have been your first 3rd. I do think I looked at it, to be fair. I said I didn't, but I do think I did on the value of the trade. To move up where we needed to go, we would have had to give up pick, I think, was it 80 that we got Burton at? But I would gladly give up Burton. You know what I would have done? I would have retained T. I know the injuries, but I just would have done it ahead of time, this, that, and the other. I would have extended him, extended Jamar, and said, fuck it, we got our boys at outside receiver. We don't need a Jermaine Burton in the 3rd round, and we got our pass rusher. And listen, I still believe in Chris Jenkins, but he's not the pass rusher. We need pass rusher. It's more about the fit for what you need than it is about the player or the person. I think Chris Jenkins is a very good player. I don't think he'll ever be an elite pass rusher. I think Johnny Newton will be. That's the difference, and that's what we need.
Renee was asking what's the link to the Project Game Day, so I did put it in the chat, and I'll pop it up here on the screen. It's at Project Game Day on Twitter. You can go there, and I think it's this. I know it's that on Twitter, Pretty sure it's that on Facebook and Instagram also, but I know it's this on Twitter. And if you go there, there's probably a link to the Venmo account. Send minimum $5, maximum whatever. Maybe you're fucking Logan Paul and you want to give us that whole $150 million. We'll take it.
Well,
But
she
minimum
might
$5.
She might be wanting the thing for the trip, the $20.
Oh, so when you go there, you can
Fans of Cincy trip.
So if it put in the comment of your Venmo what it's for. Minimum $5 donation for the draft guide that gets constantly updated. And if it's $20, put that it's for the Dallas trip. Either way you go there. Or you can do 25 and you could say Dallas and draft guide. Might as well put two things in your cart while you're there, right?
Here, Chop, if you can see this, I'll let you read it.
Oh, yeah. So 1 week left to enter. $20 get you a chance to win a free trip for 2 to Dallas, supporting an amazing charity. Win a trip for 2 to Dallas, Bengals versus Cowboys. $3,200 value.
At Project Game Day, and then the Venmo is also Project Game Day. You need to go under businesses, but you know that enters you for a
big
chance.
Part is day is DEY because we're Bengal fans.
Yeah,
so it's day, right?
Had to do that.
Project Game Day. Remember that when you go there, find them, and you can also make a donation for not jack shit. You can just put like, "Hey, I just want to help out."
And my guy Jungle Jerry says Jungle Jerry would look great in Jerry's
Boom.
world. And he's not
go
wrong.
Buy a ticket. Did you buy a ticket, Jungle Jerry?
I imagine he did. I know that he donated for the draft guide like $20, dude. I only asked for $5 for it, a donation. And this man for 2 years in a row has donated like $20 each year.
All the money goes to a great place. And if you want to meet all of us.
But Jungle Jerry, I have met Jungle Jerry and great dude. And I just want to say thank you, Jerry, for your support, period, because it is all for a good cause. Like, I ain't make no money off this. I be making this shit anyways. I don't know if I do it like I'm doing it now with the draft guide, you know, but I be watching prospects and I like the draft. It's because the draft to me is hope. It's always hope. Just like when we got Joe Burrow, that's the year I got season tickets. I said, you know, well, I couldn't the COVID year, but immediately after I could, I was like, that man is hope. To have Joe Burrow is hope. And that first fucking year we go to the Super Bowl, man, it's like being spoiled, you know. But at the same point in time, I didn't expect to go to the Super Bowl.
Nope. And guess what? In a losing season, we get charged more. I just paid my first payment for next year, and it was $22 a month more.
But to be fair, the cost of everything has gone up.
And also, to be fair, even with the price hike, it's still one of the cheapest tickets in the NFL, believe it or not. Like, NFL tickets are ridiculously priced, but they only play fucking 8 or 9 games at home, so they got to make their money when they can. It's not like baseball where you got fucking 500 games at home.
Yeah,
you know?
Which I don't know. Like, I know we're Bengals and Brews. We're not Reds, and we don't talk Reds that much in other sports. I mean, I'd say my Cavs are 13-0.
Right.
But with the Reds and moving to the MLB network, I am a little worried about the money, and because I need to see the Reds make a couple more moves to, like, hey, you got Terry Francona, like, and you've got some good young talent. Like, I want to see the Reds really make a push because
didn't the rest of the coaching staff stay the same though? Like, he didn't bring in his guys or something?
He brought a couple. He brought a new hitting coach, a new bench coach in, guys that he's been around, even played with the one guy, his main guy, I think Mills or something. And then Chris Valleca, the new hitting coach. And the pitching staff has been good. So I don't have issues with the staff, but it's like the money, you know, like 1-2 more pieces.
Yeah.
And I feel that way as a Bengals fan. So to relate it back to Bengals, I feel that way as a Bengals fan. And it's like, man, just push those chips in. Like, it's right there for you.
Like, just do it. Like, to say, we got 2 things going on here in Cincinnati. It's the same.
But
both
they don't have a
Riverbank.
TV network deal, and Major League Baseball is going to produce it, and the money's not going to be the same.
Why did they leave Bally's? Why did they just leave money?
Well, it ain't even Bally's no more. It's like FanDuel Sports or something. Because Bally's sucked. Like, I get that all that sucked, but it's like, man, you can't tell me a passionate fan base like this. You could, but Major League Baseball is doing that for a lot. But baseball's fucked. I mean, that's one reason I don't get too. As much as I like the Reds, I can't. And we could complain about the Bengals ownership and this, that, and the other. And not to even get into the Reds.
Didn't tell us literally can't go anywhere else.
But not to get into the Reds ownership, I was going to say baseball's fucked because teams in big markets, what they can provide and do for players like the Dodgers and who played the World Series, Dodgers,
Hey,
oh
yeah.
my God, is that two of
Right.
the biggest markets that have like a
Colton
$500
and Long
million
Beach.
payroll per year? It's not fair. The Reds are operating on a $70 million payroll max, and these teams have $500 million payrolls, and the Dodgers picked up Shohei Ohtani, one of the
That's why
greatest
they
two-way
need
players of all time, and that motherfucker, they deferred a bunch of the money. The Major League Baseball like, yeah, that's good. You do
Let me
whatever you
ask you
want.
this, Dale,
Fuck
because
that.
I'm not a big baseball fan. I love going to games. I got me a Pete Rose jersey. I can't wait to wear down there next year. But do you think that they should salary cap the baseball like they did football? I mean, you had the same shit going on in football, and the salary cap made it better for the
Yes.
small markets.
Short
like
answer, yes. I'm sure there's people that are way smarter than me on baseball that would say the reasons not to do that and how much money it earns for the overall revenue of all the owners and this, that, and the other. And shit, by all means, you're probably right. But for me, as just a fan who doesn't keep up with it, fuck yeah. Like, fuck yeah. Give my team a chance to compete.
Hey.
Because when you draft well or this, that, and the other, because that's the thing, right? The Bengals were only good because they got early picks.
Right.
And baseball don't have that chance because it's like, yeah, you might get a good pick and maybe that hits. But guess what? By the time that guy's becoming elite,
baseball's
he signs with the Yankees or Dodgers. But that player still, like Elliot De La Cruz, is probably going to be a Yankee in a couple years.
Isn't baseball lottery? The draft is lottery, right?
Well, they moved it to that, but it's still like
same as basketball. Isn't basketball also lottery?
Yeah. They've moved it to that, but still, like the worse you are, the better chances your lottery odds are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you still got to suck to get it. But where the NFL is like, no, it's straight up. If you're ass, you get the number one pick.
Yeah, that's the way. And that salary cap, man. Now, if we live in LA, we're like, fuck a salary cap. What the fuck you talking about? I want no goddamn salary cap. Because then it would bring you down on everybody else's level.
Right. I just think it's fucked. Like, I think it's fucked, right? I think it's not good for whatever sport it is. Because honestly, if it was like that in the NFL, there's no way we'd have the Cincinnati Bengals. There's no way we'd even have them.
Right.
Because no one would go to the games because we'd know Mike Brown isn't going to fucking compete financially. Like, that's just that's a true statement.
That's true. Yeah, he's not going to spend the money. No, I mean, it's not because he doesn't have it. 50-something, like $50 billion, Mr. Forbes. And I think his dad bought this franchise for like $40,000 or something, right?
Fuck if I know.
I don't know, man.
Sindustry says, yeah, no salary cap's part of why I stopped watching. And I was a Mets fan. Mm-hmm. They're New York market. They spend money. It's crazy. Girth Brooks, still one of my favorite names of all time.
Yes.
I bet $1,000 Greg has on disco music and is whacking it to old pics of Pam Anderson. I might take you up on that $1,000.
I think
he is whacking it.
Yes,
and he might have disco music on.
Yes,
I don't. It's but I bet it's Topanga from.
He actually likes them a little thicker, but yeah, it's Topanga, 100%. If he's picking someone from back in the day, now.
Oh, now he likes thicker.
He does like them a little thick. Like he sent us that picture of that honey bun chick or whatever. That girl's got some curves.
So honey bun, is that a thing?
And he likes he likes also big bush. He likes a thick girl with a big bush.
Good thing he got off here because he would not like this conversation.
Yeah.
Greg's like, I told you guys that in secret. Honey bun's my chick.
Wait a minute. Was that a secret?
I don't know. Fuck. It seems like it would be.
Oh, man. I've been drinking Coke.
Yeah. So honey bun has a thick bush and thick curves. I mean, nothing wrong with that to me. Like, nothing wrong with that.
Not my preference, but yep, curves in a bush.
So if you type honey bun on the internet, you're either getting the food or you're getting this woman.
You're right. You're either going to get, well, it might be a little Debbie. Yeah, you're either going to get.
Son of a bitch. I need someone to do that in the chat. I mean, to type in honey bun. The female, Honey Bun the female, and
Yeah.
tell me what comes up.
I'm gonna put naked.
No, I feel like that's cheating
Why?
because you said naked. Honey Bun naked.
Oh, what should I put?
I don't know. That could be interesting. It could just be a
All right,
bunch of
let's see.
unwrapped honey buns. The food.
Let's see here. Yeah, I'll go to images. Oh, what the fuck? That ain't the one Greg sent me. Jesus Christ.
Oh, you found some others? Is it the same person?
No. Oh God.
Oh shit!
No.
Chop went down a rabbit hole here, boys.
There's a whole Hustler. There's a Hustler magazine. It's called Hustler Honey Buns.
Hustler honey buns.
Hustler.
I'm going to
Honey
answer
Buns,
Dustin's questions as
which is
Chop.
a Cincinnati shout out with the Hustler.
Shout out. Dustin says, "What is my evaluation of Broderick Jones? I think he's a fringe first round guy. But once again, I'm going to continue to say this. I don't.
Hey, this one came.
There's
up
a lot
on
of these players
Honey
that people write off. What?
that's
honey
one of
bun?
the images for Honey Bun. Naked
Well,
Honey Bun. That's one of the images.
It looks like Marlon
This
Wayans.
the one that Greg likes.
It might be. It's a Jack Marlon Wayans.
I'm not sure.
Fuck. Greg did
this
say he likes the movie White
This
Chicks.
one might be it. She's got stars, so I can show it on here. That might be it. I don't know.
So Aaron Butler says, that damn Thai food made me blow out a nuke, something fierce.
Ooh.
Mercy. I never
Did you
learned.
get the pad thai? I fucking love shrimp pad thai.
I knew you would have something to say, but I ain't never had no Thai food because I'm like fucking steak on ketchup, you know.
The only way Dale ever had a chance of having Thai food is if he was born in fucking Thailand. Now that he's doubled down on chicken nuggets and ketchup, man.
Bro, I
there's
can't
no
even eat
chance.
chicken nuggets no more. You know how much my life sucks trying to be on a fucking diet, Chop? Can't even fucking
Yeah,
eat chicken
fucking I do,
nuggets.
Dale. Know how much it sucks to be on
You
a diet.
do. You're the
Yeah,
only
I
person that
do.
can relate.
Yeah, this Coke is Coke zero
Yeah.
sugar.
What do you think's in my rum? It's
Right.
fucking Sunkist Orange zero sugar
Yeah.
and Pepsi zero sugar. I
Yeah,
can't
dude, but I
fucking...
did notice that you bought a shirt and you went a size down. So congratulations.
Thanks, Chop.
I saw that on your shirt size went down. So congratulations, Dale.
I-
You're doing great.
My big old fat ass is still fat as fuck. Don't get it twisted,
Yeah.
everybody.
We're just not as fat as fuck.
But I've lost almost 70 pounds. So congratulations, me. And I hate to blow myself like that, but you know what? God damn it. I work my ass off to do it all week long. And on Fridays, I try to have a little fucking fun. But I have to have rum and zero sugar. I can't even fucking drink beer hardly anymore. And that fucking sucks because I am actually one of those people that fucking likes beer.
You do.
I really like beer.
Yeah, you are a fan of beer.
Mm.
And
But hey,
50 West especially.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Midwest Best Barbecue, I can only eat it in moderation, you know?
Well, it's a good thing you live 2 hours away. You'd probably spend way too much money if you lived any closer.
I mean, if I lived in Cincinnati, I'd have to like fucking...
Crispy duck. I'm going to have to try crispy duck.
What's crispy duck?
It sounds like duck that's crispy.
What's that thing I sent in the group chat? That fucking thing that was like, it looked like a fucking dick and it was coming out the top.
Oh, the gooey duck.
That's a real thing.
It's a real thing, man. A gooey duck. I knew what
Y'all
that
ever
was.
seen that? Chop, you need to bring that up and share the screen of the gooey duck video.
Gooey duck. Hold on, I have to go look it up. Oh, what? Oh, is it in our chat?
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I seen that
I'll
shit.
never-
You know, you're scrolling the internet, you're half asleep, and you're like, what the fuck? That looks like a penis. And it's a gooey, and then it starts coming out the top. And I said coming the way I meant it.
Oh,
It's
yeah. It
coming
was
out the
squirting.
top.
That's because that's their
Shit.
defense mechanism to squirt like that.
I'm like, what the fucking hell is going on? So I had to share it with y'all because I'm like, what the fuck is this shit?
Hold on, I'll just look it up on YouTube, man. There'll be a gooey duck video. I'll put gooey duck squirter.
This is when you should almost share your screen as you share this stuff. And we're almost 2 hours in now 2 hour crispy duck is literally duck cooked crispy and mixed with stuff. It's great. It's industry said. I
She's
mean,
gonna eat one. She's
yeah,
gonna eat
that's
it.
the one I watched. I think.
Look at her.
No, that wasn't the one I watched. It was a different one. What the fuck? That's a big old fucking gooey duck.
Look at oh, she's putting the jelly.
That
all
is
over
long
it.
and thick.
AI jelly. Oh,
Good God!
oh yeah, get it, girl. No teeth. What the fuck? They're tasty, Dale. Oh, look at her smack the fuck out of. Oh shit! What the fuck is going on?
What the hell? It's coming out
Look
the
at that
ass!
shit.
What
Oh,
the fucking
it's shot in her
hell?
eye. Look at that. Look at it get up.
This episode of Bengals Brews has turned into Belly Up to the Bar. One of the greatest shows of all time
Shit.
that like 4 people watched. What the fuck?
Oh fuck, man.
I didn't even realize it was going to be that good. Canceled. See? This is what I tried to tell Derek and Greg in the first place, that we were going to cancel to start the show. No, we're just going to keep going for 2 hours. When you guys, cause I think they were scared.
Make sure you come here for all your Bengals content.
And if you're a podcast listener, it's a good time to go to YouTube and like and subscribe.
You at least want to go and watch the end of this show.
Go to 2 hours in. It's the 2 hour mark that you can watch the video of the gooey duck.
Oh my God.
Holy fucking hell.
End it, Dale. We can't get any better.
You're right. You're right. I don't want to leave everybody. Like I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
It's talking to me, but you know what?
Don't you have the link to Jeff's? Just go in his show.
Well, he's a live show.
Yeah, just sneak in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He's down there at Millions, isn't he?
Yeah, he was like, Dale, we'll do every Friday. And then like 1 week later, he's like, oh, I'm doing another live show, my 8th one of the week.
Is it every Friday he's down there? Or it's just this one time?
It's every Friday.
Yeah, he asked me about
Millions Cafe. Shout out, Jeff. I love Jeff.
Jeffrey's
but
doing
it's
big
a little
things.
hurtful. It's a little hurtful to be like, hey, Dale, we're doing every Friday.
That's
This
right.
is so fun. And then be like, oh, shit, I forgot. You're not good enough.
Yeah. Oh, we'd stay on here for a little bit longer then. I don't give a fuck. I ain't got nothing to do. I text Sarah because we're supposed to go out this weekend. I was asking if it was tonight or tomorrow. She said tomorrow. So I'm free tonight.
I'm supposed to do shit in the morning, but I might have to say, hey, we'll do that Sunday.
Yeah, what do I gotta do in the morning?
A hangover's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt, boys. I can already feel it, and it's 5:30. It's 5:30. 5:30 p.m.
Well, let me get in there drinking my Coke Zero.
Hold on. Let me get another. Let me start. All right, I gotta start supplementing.
I do have
the rums.
I got a lot of liquor 43. Did you have one of those mini beers that I made?
Nah.
Oh, you got to have one.
Well, why don't you take a little sip of something? Why don't I peer pressure you into taking the sip?
All right.
What is that?
Tequila.
Oh, I wouldn't have went that hard that quick, but that's your
You said
go-to?
take a little sip.
All right, little tiny sip, little baby sip.
Was it? Oh, that was not
yeah, I knew that was a bad idea. I can't believe you fucking did it.
Woo! Woo!
That was a terrible idea. I was joking, but
Oh, man, I watched this movie. Ooh,
it's
damn.
crazier. Oh, I want to tell you about the movie I watched, which I think you watched it too. I watched the first. I hate scary movies. I want to start off by saying that.
What'd you watch?
Terrifier
Oh, yeah.
and Terrifier 2.
Yeah.
I watched
Yep,
them
me
both
too.
now. Watched the
Right.
first 2. I haven't watched the third one yet. But Terrifier
Third
1.
one's in theaters.
Terrifier 1, this man breaks out like a fucking
Yes.
Saw And he fucking cuts a woman starting at her.
First, she's hanging upside down by her ankles.
Paint the full picture.
Totally naked, hanging upside down by her ankles.
And he
starts at the vagina.
Insulting her in half. Oh.
Yeah.
It's so bad. It's one of those movies that was so bad. Like, I didn't want to watch that.
It's awesome. And the guy 2 houses down from me dressed up as Terrifier for Halloween. I seen him in his front. He does a big thing with his yard, and he was out there as Terrifier. But I watched one last night. It was pretty good. It's called Late Night with the Devil.
Yeah?
And it's it's about a late night television show that happened in the 70s. I think it was 1977 maybe. When this episode takes place, but it's about a guy named Jack Del Rio trying to get his ratings up to beat Carson.
Coach, Jack Del Rio?
His name is Del Rio. You're right. But I don't know if it's Jack Del Rio.
And that guy works for, I think, Wisconsin, and he just got a DUI. It was crazy. I think he's going to be hired by Georgia.
I could have sworn that the guy's name, TV
show.
To
wrap it back into football.
Yeah. Anyway, something Del Rio, or I don't know. But anyway, Late Night with the Devil, good. And it's kind of like The Exorcist meets Johnny Carson's late night show. It's pretty good. It's not bad.
So like the Joker, but not Joker 2.
Right. I haven't seen Joker 2, and I'm not even sure when it comes. I'll probably watch it when it comes out.
I watched it a couple weeks ago. I got a guy. I know a guy who knows a guy.
Yeah.
Right. So I watched it.
I'm definitely willing to wait till it comes out.
I know Sindustries is always in the chat, and I don't know if he's still in here or not, but he said that was
a comment.
He said that the Joker Folly Odu or what? Joker 2. Joker 2 is one of the worst movies he ever watched. I watched it with those expectations. Automatically made it a bit better. Still not a good movie. We do have some comments, and they're mostly about Greg. And he's probably watching. Greg likes them thick and with a proper bush. Let's be up. We already admitted that.
Yeah, he does. He likes them thick and with a nice bush.
What was the name again?
Honey Bun.
Honey Bun.
I think it's Honey Bun. Might be Sweet Roll, but I think it's Honey Bun.
But not the black guy that comes up when you put in Honey Bun.
Not the black guy. No, he sent you pictures.
It's a thick chick with a big bush.
Yeah.
And then
thick Caucasian female with a bush.
Sinduster says Greg is an expert on dump locations and thick hotties. No lies to tell.
Presbyterian church. He likes taking a shit in a Presbyterian church, and he likes thick chicks with a big bush.
And Sindustries commented on what I started this with. Sindustries says the Joker movie was god awful. It wasn't good. I'm not saying it was good.
I'm just saying there's going to be a night here where I'm like, God damn it, I got nothing to watch, and I'll probably play that when it's out for free. I sure in the fuck ain't paying.
To be fair, I went in knowing that Sindustries had said how awful it was. And secondly, I had already read everything that happened.
Yeah,
so it wasn't that bad.
Ross has seen Late Night with the Devil. It's fun.
Oh,
bizarre.
Okay. He didn't fun. Okay, he did say fun, bizarre movie. I thought you made up the fun part for a minute.
No, he said fun. I read that. That tequila. I got to tell you though, man, my head's getting a little warm already. That tequila works fast.
It does. I
ain't taking another shot though. I might have to go get one of these kids from work because these fuckers are 18 and won't get their driver's license.
Yeah, I have one of those. I
literally have a car in the driveway for them to drive.
Yeah, I don't have one of those though.
I do. Fuck it. I need to siphon the gas out of it. But bitch been sitting there for 2 years.
You should just drive it sometime. Gotta make sure you drive it every now and then.
Nah, fuck that. It's a Kia Soul. I don't want Big Fancy. I could park that car in the back of Big Fancy.
Sindustry says Late Night with the Devil is pretty good.
Oh yeah. Let's see here. There you go. I gotta tell you, maybe I should do that tequila more often. It was a good swig though, but
you're feeling?
Yeah, I'm already feeling a little bit from the.
You are very attractive. Number one, Chop is very attractive. Number two, Chop has lost so much weight. He was always sexy, always attractive.
Over 200 pounds.
This man has lost over 200 pounds, guys.
Yeah. I used to be, before I was a fat ass, I used to be a big fat ass. I was a bigger fat ass before I was a fat ass. And people say to me all the time, like, hey, Chris, when did you become overweight? And I say, hey, I was born 10 pounds, 14 ounces. So I was born overweight. There's not 1 minute where I breathed oxygen that I wasn't overweight. Fat ass.
Oh, I guess Industries, we could let you behind the scenes. He said, that's how I became the mayor of Getting Some.
Yeah.
The mayor of Getting Some is probably not getting some tonight to let everybody behind the scenes unless Chop tells me to shut up.
But tomorrow there's hope.
She has a toe injury.
Mm-hmm.
So before this, not the camel toe. I said, he'll check out your camel toe. This is before the show started. She's in the background. She stepped on a nail. That's never good.
Right. She said, I want you to look at my toe. And Dale yells, your camel toe? And she said, shut the fuck up over there, Dale.
She's so mad at me. She don't know. Me and this woman don't know each other.
No.
But I feel like we're best friends.
Right. Yeah. And then I think she gave you permission to have sex with me.
Yeah. She said, I heard you sucked my husband's dick. And I was,
right.
And you tried to tell me that.
You asked if you guys could do it together. And then she said, no, just you. So, I mean, I'm going to have to pencil you in for not tomorrow night because I'm hoping she fills that gap and I fill her gap. Oh, see what I did there?
I see what you did there.
Oh, wrong eye winking.
But yes, bravo. That was a little Family Guy there. A little Peter Griffin. Little Peter in there.
Yeah, there is going to be a little Peter in there.
There will be.
I'm trying to get a little Peter in there.
No doubt.
We're still on the air, aren't we?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we're doing anymore.
This is what goes on after the show normally.
Yeah, me and Chop is
cameras, and then we bullshit like this.
Little behind the scenes peek.
That's right. Who they?
Bengals, Brews, and Blowbangs? What's a blowbang? I'm very interested in what a blowbang is.
Down for it.
I would also like it. You know what I'd be down for? Mike Tyson knocking that motherfucking Jake Paul out. That would really fucking make my day.
Well, that's going to happen here in... Well, I ain't real good at math. Let's see.
The fight probably don't start till 11. The actual fight.
If he wins within 60 seconds, I'm going to send a pizza to your house.
I will be asleep before that fight starts.
Well, the doorbell's going to ring. If Mike Tyson wins before 60 seconds, I'm going to send a pizza to your house.
No, they'll all be closed. It's Portsmouth. We ain't got them late night fucking pizza spots.
60 seconds, it'd be like 9 o'clock.
No, the fight ain't gonna start till 11 or later. That's the main card or whatever. I'm telling you.
How do you pregame for a fight with two people in it from?
Bro, UFC main event starts at 10 and lasts till like 1:30.
Oh, they're gonna have like preliminary matches.
The main event never starts till late as fuck. I was trying to say that earlier.
Well, fuck it. I'll Venmo you so you can get one of them breakfast burritos.
This is a good question by Ross. For the podcast listeners, Ross Incognito says, anybody else watch the Latin Weather Channel on mute?
Is that the one where they get naked?
I have not watched it.
I bet that's the one where they got like a lot of stuff hanging out. They're scantily clad.
I was about to say, what do you mean? Like, I don't want no beef curtains hanging out.
No, like boobies, man.
Like they're wearing some short shorts. Oh, it's summertime. I'm wearing my short shorts. And their beef curtains are hanging out. I ain't watching that, man.
I don't like beef curtains. I like
fucking pussy.
I like it tucked. I like a nice tuck. With no hair, by the way. On the record. Not with Greg on the hair shit. I'm going
to be honest about the hair thing. I don't give a fuck.
I do.
Like, no, I used to be like, oh yeah, give me nice, at least a trim, you know, like a fucking landing strip or something.
Yeah,
you know, trim that shit up. But now I'm 40. I'm a man. I'm like, that's a vagina.
Yeah,
that's it. That's all.
I mean,
that's good enough for me. Just saying.
I mean, yeah. Hey, look, man, I'm not in a place where I'm going to be real picky, but if I'm having,
I was going to say my standards lowered.
If I'm gonna pick, if you're gonna say your preference, man, clean that fucker up. I clean mine up. Look, show you. Hold on. I just did this bitch the other day. Look.
I don't want to see a picture of your dick.
No, it's my manscaper.
Oh.
See?
I was like, what the fuck?
Look, listen, watch
you
this.
can't-
Hear it?
So you shaved your butthole because of the vibration.
That's a good idea. I could.
You put
It's
that
got
shit
this-
right. You'd be like, oh, I got to get right up in there to get these hairs.
Right. It's got this head on it so that you can get in there in your gooch.
Fuck, chop.
Yeah, you can get your gooch. It says it won't cut you, but I have been cut by it. I'll tell you what, this particular one was, I probably shouldn't say who recommended it. I shouldn't say who recommended that one. Fan of the year. Go ahead.
Bengals captain?
What?
You
Just
didn't
gonna start making guesses now?
I just made one guess. It was one.
I mean, I can't deny it. What am I supposed to say?
So that's a pube shaver?
Yeah, it's a manscaper.
Yeah. Hey, maybe.
Just because my face is well hung doesn't mean I can't clean up downstairs. If I have an expectation, then I should at least comply with that expectation, right?
No, I agree with that.
Also,
yeah.
if you cut
No,
down the
that's
hedges around
true.
the tree looks taller.
It's facts.
I mean, before it looked like a fucking one of those army helmets sitting on a bush. You know what I'm saying?
Or just look like a bush.
It just looked like a bush because my fucking dick
It
is
was
like
a
fucking
bush.
Henry Hill.
It's
It's
like,
in
where's
hiding.
the branches? Where's the branch? There's
Right,
no
it's in
branch.
the-
It's just
it's
a
in the-
bush.
Your dick is in the witness protection program. Even John Gotti couldn't find that shit.
Oh, yeah, Ross,
Hibernation.
man. I feel this. I'll be 40 next month. Unreal. Holy shit. No, I feel that. Because, like,
Hey, feel this.
I know. Chop, listen. I
That
know.
was 12 years ago. 40's not that bad. I would die. Man, I would love to be 40 again.
Bro,
40's not that bad.
I don't know, man.
40 at 40, I didn't.
I never
wake
thought
up
I'd
and
make
go-
it here. So
I'll
I'm
tell you,
proud
at
of that.
40, I didn't wake
guess.
up and go, "Oh my God, my knee hurts. What the fuck did I do?" And you realize you didn't do anything. That doesn't come at 40. That comes like 48.
Oh, Joe
Wake
Goodberry
up.
had a thing too. I seen like a poll that was like, oh, something at work. It was like, how many fights you been in? Not arguments, not this, that, like physical ass fights.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't remember the exact thing, whether it was like 1 to whatever. No, I know the third option was 4 to 7, and I clicked that one. And then the fourth one was like too many to count.
That's yours. Too many to count, Dale.
And then I started thinking about how I clicked the 4 to 7, and
Right.
I started thinking about the different fights I had been in when I was younger, and I was like, oh, fuck. Fuck, it is more than 7. But I'm not sure the exact number. Like,
Mine's probably 4 to 7, but closer to the 4, and that's all like literally elementary school.
yeah. Mine was like none. I was a good young kid.
Man, in high school,
And-
I tried to get in a fight one time in high school, but the guy
I
wouldn't
was
fight
bad.
back.
High
and I didn't-
school, and when I went to bars, and I wasn't quite 21, but is anybody fuck with my friends? I was like, fuck you. And I had a kid at like 21. That's I've done a lot of shitty things. Like, my wife's a fucking saint to have me. My kids, I ain't done them right by how I've been. But full disclosure, because I guess we're still on the air. I don't know how.
Yeah.
But I just angry motherfucker. And if anybody popped, I just fucking hit him in the fucking mouth. So many fucking fights. I've beat a lot of ass. I got my ass beat a couple times. Yeah, I'm not proud of that, but I was like, God damn. Like, I hadn't even thought about the 4 to 7 number of fights or too many to count. And I was like, God damn, it's more than 7. I'm like, what the fuck? I clicked 4 to 7 because I assumed it was 4 to 7 because there's a few I remember, like
Right.
that stand out.
Yeah, I just, to tell you the truth, most of mine was Mike Griner, that lived across the street. We were friends.
Oh
So we
shit!
got
I
along
didn't.
just
I
fine.
forgot about those. I forgot about the ones in fucking grade school with my fucking neighbor. God
Yeah.
damn it, Chop!
Right. We
Oh,
were friends,
fuck.
but we fought every once in a while.
Yeah,
And then,
that motherfucker. I remember that motherfucker bit me. My sister come out and she fucking slapped me. Bruce Slusher, Fuck you, Bruce. I
Yeah,
love
Bruce.
You,
Fuck you, Bruce Schlusser, and not Mike Griner because he's my friend still. I mean, we
Yeah,
did.
Bruce.
fight
I know
too.
Bruce is still my friend, but I remember that shit growing up like sixth grade. Sixth grade, motherfucker bit me. I said, "God damn!" Because we were fighting. We were fucking. It was a good fight, and then he fucking bit me on the ground. And fucking pissed me off. And my sister come out and she's like, "Break it up." And then I was like, "Fuck that!" He just bit me, and then she slapped me, and I was like, "Fuck you," you know. Shit, I'm telling it. I'm telling all kinds of shit. Okay.
Right. Greg texted me. Greg's giving me a snowblower. He wants me to come pick it up. Lady Blythe. What, you're running low there.
Yeah, I didn't get any. Like, this is, I've had this for weeks.
Is that for the night or you got another one?
No, I got shit to do, man.
I was going to say, you're almost done drinking.
Yep. It's the goal.
Yeah.
No, I'm just having fun. Live while you can. Yeah, that's true. Industries. Alcohol does dare you to punch you in the face. I feel like I've been in fucking 20 fights, and 75 to 80% of the time I felt justified in being in those fights.
Yeah.
And then there's like, 20, 25% that I was like, nah, you were just drunk. But the real answer is probably, no, you were just drunk 100% of the time.
Right.
But I've been drunk and been in situations to fight since then. I don't even fucking consider it.
My thing is,
like, I grew up. All this shit happened when I was like, it was honestly between when I was like, except the one with the neighbor that I forgot about.
Yeah,
I was like 20 to 25 years old, and I got in so many fucking fights. I was fucking angry.
Yeah, I mean, if it was, I don't know. I ain't come down to it. Let's throw down, but I would rather not.
No, I
I'm
fucking hate it, dude. I hate even arguing with
also,
people.
I have a hard time getting up off the ground. So if you do knock me down one time, I'm probably fucked. I'm going to need, can I do a timeout just to stand up to let you do that?
Timeout,
like,
back on our feet.
Like,
Gotta get
timeout, time.
Yeah, it's like boxing, right? Like, I need boxing.
Up. Like,
yeah,
give me,
give
go
me
to your
10
corner.
count. Yeah.
Let me stand the fuck back up. And if you knock me down
sense.
3 times, okay, you win, but I'm going to have trouble getting up. So I'm fucking old. So give me a chance to get the fuck up after you knock me down.
Ross, I am on my best form ever because, because I'm feeling pretty fucking buzzed up.
Elliptical.
No, I didn't. Not like that. I mean, I'm pretty buzzed up, and I've been not getting so buzzed up and not been being this guy. Like, I used to be able to fucking drink so much that it just felt like a normal day.
I used to be able to drink a lot too. Now I'm old.
Like, after my parents died, God, I'm going to get sappy for a second.
But
not too sappy. Not too sappy.
All right.
But after my parents died, man, I felt fucking dead inside. And part of doing the show, like, at least made me feel like I had people to talk to and reach out to, and I could vent.
Yeah.
So I will always appreciate having this show. Don't care if it ever fucking does anything, but the people I've met and the relationships and the outlet was awesome. And then, like, I don't know, man. I've tried to start living again, and it's made me cut down on my alcohol intake and cut down on being a piece of shit in life intake and everything else. And but I don't think I get to that point to do that without this show and without the friendships and the love and it's not even people I've met in person like the
industries, strangers,
but
people that are in our.
It is also people I've met like Pork Chop. Pork Chop knows, man. There was times last summer where I'm like, God, I was really down about things. And I could call him and he would take a break from work in the middle of the fucking night and go to the break room and talk to me for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That's who he is. Y'all don't know that about Pork Chop because he jokes around and shit, but that's who he is.
Yeah, I'm just a dumb fuck. I am a dumb fuck, though.
Yeah.
I'm a dumb fuck with benefits.
Right. I'm a dumb fuck too, but like
Yeah.
we all have hearts and we are all people, and I think it's never good to be vulnerable as men. I feel like, it's hard to
Yeah.
be vulnerable, but I appreciate the fact I've been able to be vulnerable to people and
Yeah.
when I need to be. And this is definitely the rum talking, but that is real talk at the end of the day. Like, man, we're all in this together. And anybody that's watching this, anybody, anything, man, hit the DMs. I know me and Chop, we'll be here for you. No judgment.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
God damn, as you've just listened to, you damn sure know that I've fucked up a million times in my life. I don't even want to talk about the cheating and the bullshit I've done in my marriage, but we could talk about that too. So when you think you're down and out and done, you're not. Don't give up. That's it.
Yeah.
That's all I got at the end of the day. Like, I fucked up a lot, but you find people that
Doesn't
and
matter.
you just
Live for tomorrow. Past experiences become your educational moments.
and try to do better. If you're trying,
you can't do anything about your past, so you just have to use it as educational moments. That's what it is. I mean, fuck it. There's not a person alive. It's not my age. It says, hey, if I go back to 23 years old, this is what I do different, and a lot of shit.
yeah.
And most of the time,
you can play that game every day, all
hell
day.
yeah. Like back in my 20s, man, I did a fuck ton of drugs, man. I was fucking it up with fucking weed, coke, crack, ketamine, ecstasy, all that bullshit. Hope my kids don't watch this episode, but if I could go back, I had a lot of goddamn fun too, man. That was a lot of goddamn fun. I'm not gonna lie. Lots of fun. Not that I recommend it, but lots of fun. But if I could go back, I would go to college right out of high school. I would buckle the fuck down. I would make education a priority. And I would still have all that fun. Maybe not as much fun.
Yeah. Dial it back like a half dial, right? Like just a half dial.
But after I made sure that I secured my future, because I did a lot of fucking around with stupid ass jobs that, by the way, I had a lot of fun at. Like, I'm not going to sit here and complain about working in the radio, a lot of fun, working in a strip club, titties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to bitch about it a whole lot. My life was a fucking party literally for like 20 or 30 years. But what I'm doing now as a nurse and the money I'm making, please, if I'd have done this shit right out of high school, I'd be fucking getting ready to retire here in like 10 years. Now, the only way I'm retiring 10 years is if I die in 10 years. So I'm just saying there's a lot of coulda, shoulda, wouldas when you're older, but you can only use those as educational moments to move forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Fuck. I mean,
and maybe reincarnation's true. If it is, that'd be nice. Except for if I'm an earthworm. I don't want to come back as an earthworm. That's fucking weird.
I don't think I'd want that either. But yeah, changing habits. This is from Crypt Keeper for all the podcast listeners. Changing habits and evolving in your personal life is key. I mean, 100%. And I love you too. And then Girth Brooks, my guy Girth.
Mm-hmm. It's nice to get some Girth up in here.
Love the show. Appreciate that, brother.
Boom.
And Chop's the motivational speaker, not me, man. I'm just a guy. Look at poor Chop, man. Sexy.
I do have the hat.
Sexy can I hit it from the front, hit it from the back.
I designed this hat, but I designed on Etsy, so you can't go to my shop and get it. I made it on Etsy. Who did? And then you know who else got this hat? The Godfather.
And then I gotta do this for Ross. I'm glad to not be living in a van down by the river.
I got him on my goddamn.
I had to put some effort into that one.
Hold on, wait.
Oh shit, Marissa's calling.
He's on my water bottle.
Oh, that is fucking elite.
Hell yeah, that's
elite
my water
reference.
bottle for work.
Elite. Marissa's calling me and leaving me a voicemail. I better call her back. Probably in trouble. She probably just doesn't want to cook tonight. But
let's wrap it up after 2.5 hours. Then
we did it.
Yeah.
I don't think this was the goal, but
no. But we
you know
had a lot of fun.
This show used to be a little bit of this.
Right.
Fuck around and find out.
Fuck around, find out Fridays. That's what we should do. Fuck around and find out Fridays.
The late night shows, the pop-up shows, I used to drink way more than I do now. So it'd be like Saturday night. I'm already drunk. Let's do a show. Yeah, I don't really do that no more.
Jeff's going on at 6:30.
30 minutes. Jeff's on
All right.
30
So
minutes.
everybody here,
Check
go
Jeff
support
out.
Jeff. He's our
Yes.
friend.
Sports with Strawberry Ice.
Yeah. Sports with Strawberry Ice. He's a friend of ours.
And if you're
Go
local
check
to
out
the
his
area,
show.
it's the Millions Cafe. And
it's in Mount Lookout.
Okay, I didn't know where that was.
I mean, it's
'cause I'm
Cincinnati.
2
It's right
hours
down
away.
50, but Millions is in Mount Lookout.
All right. Chop's got you on the location, but I'm sure you can put that in your Google and anything else, and boom, you'll have it. But it's Harrison, that comedian guy. Never met
Harrison
him.
Butler.
Seems like a good guy. Never met him.
He's funny as shit.
Yeah, seems funny.
He is funny. I've seen him do his comedy bit with Corey Dillon. We were at the show.
Check them out. Check Jeff out. Jeff's doing a lot of big things. I love
Big
Jeff.
time.
But I'd be lying if I said, Jeff, I ain't a little bit salty. You fucked me on the. I already said that to him a couple.
He's
weeks
doing
ago.
3 live shows now. He's got his
3
thing
per
down at
week.
Moorlane House on Tuesdays,
Five
Thursdays.
fucking days.
Thursdays he's opening up for. I'm going to talk about the.
Well, that's a good thing. That's a good thing at the end.
And
of
the
day.
shows where he goes out of his basement and does them. And then he does on Thursdays. He's at Newport on 11. And he opens up for Fox 19.
Is that Thursday or Wednesday? Hold on.
I thought it was Thursday. It's one of them. But he opens up.
I think he's
the
got
show
more
for Fox
line.
19 sports show.
I think that's Wednesday. And I
might
think he's
be.
got more loin on Tuesday and then
Yes.
Friday. So Tuesday, Wednesday,
then-
Friday, live shows. Listen, I got my man's back here. I
How
know.
come you can't be on the show if it's live? You could still dial in. You could be the Portsmouth connection. We have to.
I don't think
check
he's
it
trying to
out.
keep up with all that, honestly.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I don't
that's a
either.
lot.
I did a live show one time. I fucking hated it. That's so, like, I ain't even trying to
Right.
do all that.
Yeah.
But I am proud of Jeff and
Mhm. He's doing
Sports
good
Strawberry
job.
Ice. Good dude, man. Been doing this shit for 5-6 years on the internet, but he's always wanted to do this. He was doing some radio stuff. He was doing some things
Yep.
like out of school, So this man's been trying to do this shit for 20, 30 years, y'all.
6
So-
years now. I think he's on his 6th year, isn't it?
Yeah, on the Sports Strawberry
Yeah.
Ice, but he's been trying.
He went to the same broadcasting school I went to,
Yes, he's been trying
Yeah.
to do this shit forever. So
and he's finally getting paid for it. I mean, not like he's gonna get rich or quit his other job, but he's getting a little bit of cash here and there.
make
So
make
that's
it
good for
worth
him.
it. Like, give me some free
Right.
food, bitch. Give me some drinks.
I mean,
Like,
if you're gonna get if you're taking
gonna
it down
bring
for
in
the
a
hours,
crowd.
the hours Jeff puts into what he's getting
Yeah.
paid is not fucking
Yeah.
minimum wage, even if
yeah,
you're a
less
server.
than minimum wage.
Yeah,
but-
less than $1 an hour. But at least he's getting a little bit of return on his investment because he
and
loves doing it.
it's nothing for us to go and like those shows or
Exactly.
subscribe and
I am a
things like that.
subscriber
if
to
we
Jeff's
don't.
show, and I have notification. Also,
Same.
long as we're shouting out podcasts, just another friend of ours that does podcasts is Santori and his dad doing Rally Around the Natty. It's another great podcast to check out. I think they're on Wednesdays.
Well, I want to shout out T-Bowls.
Go ahead. Oh, that's right. T-Bowls and Anthony and Will.
This is when I expected you to say the name.
My bastard son, Will, Anthony, right?
It's Jungle something.
Oh, Jungle. Fuck me.
God damn, we fucking suck, dude.
Man, I fucking
This
suck,
is my
T-Bowls.
fault. This is my fault because I brought it up. I
You
almost
did
didn't bring
bring
it
it
up, but I thought
Hold on,
that
'cause
you
it said-
would.
I get text all the time when I get a
No,
new
it's like
episode.
Jungle.
Jungle Through the Hood or some shit, or what the fuck is it?
Fuck. I'm sorry, T-Bowls. I'm sorry,
Don't be sorry
Anthony.
for long, man. I'm looking it up, man. I just recently got.
I want to shout out Dusty and Bengals Army.
Oh, here it is.
But
Rule the Jungle podcast.
Rule the Jungle.
Rule
Shit,
the
that's so
Jungle
easy. That's on us.
I know.
That's on us.
It's
We
too
knew
easy.
that, but
Rule the
we had
Jungle
Jungle first in our heads.
Yep.
And then like some other ones, Bengals and Brews.
Bengals and Brews. Yeah.
Shout
that's a
out
good
Bengals
one.
and Brews. Those
Yeah,
guys
shout
are
out to them
good.
guys.
Sometimes
And
they
also,
just,
those guys on that show are very attractive. Nice eye
Yeah.
candy.
I'm pretty sure we're like
If you're in for eye candy, Bengals and Brews.
99% female audience at this point.
Probably. Right. But for the men folk, there's also Tigers Talk.
No, Jeff's a really good guy, Ross, for sure. Have you met me yet? Because I am
Right.
fucking terrible.
He won't come up to you and say hi, that's for sure. Dale is the one at our tailgate that's standing off about 100.
Oh, yeah. Dude, I don't like people.
Right. Yes.
Jerome, though, I seen Jerome in the chat. Jerome's like the one person that I usually
Right.
fucking talk to. And I talk to you. I ride with Derek and stuff, but like, I don't know, man. I'm an acquired taste, you know. I'm very.
You don't like crowds.
You see me on this podcast, and you see me be fucking drunk or fucking high, and you see me like, but then you see me in person, and it's like, oh, I need a break, man. I'm gonna go step back here and hide from everybody. I don't know what that is. It's just how I've
like
always
being
been.
around crowds. We have to come and find you. Like, Dale, come over here and take a picture with everybody for the project game day.
Yeah, I'm not that guy to be on the center of things. I don't like it, but you know, whatever.
But do have a huge tailgate if anybody wants to come down, and normally got tons of
Project
food.
Game Day, lot one.
You can also I mean, if you don't know the location, just DM me and I'll send you. They've made a nice picture map. It's on the Project Game Day.
Joe's
Joe's killing it with the little designs and stuff like that. But
Tony says, went to school for audio video production, never got my degree, got kicked out of Southern Ohio College back in 2005. But brother, if you're into this stuff, like, and it's still stuff you could do, man. It's a modern age to where,
you could produce a video of us and send it to us.
No,
Tyler did that. Tyler made a AI.
I was not going to say us, but I was going to say anything you want to do with like Bengals related, this, that, and the other. Clip something.
Do it,
bro. If that's still your dream, pursue it. If that's not your dream, cool. But if that's still your dream, like, dude, I always wanted to do a podcast, but I also, as you just heard me say to Chop, I never really liked people. I never really liked to meet new people. It's like, how do you do that? I always wanted to do one with my brother, and it's like, because I know him. I think that'd be fun. I think people would get it because, I think I'm funny when I just fucking can drink in my own garage and have fun. But
I'm very extrovert. You're introvert.
This show is nothing, but at the same point in time, this show has been everything for me in my life.
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. That's it. That's it for me. It's been the people I've met and just getting to talk and do the draft stuff. It's been huge.
Jerome was listening. Look, see?
Yeah, we do avoid that crowd, baby. And if I come to any Bengals games next year and tailgate,
you're coming.
And Jerome comes to some fucking we're going to the Banks because that's what he's been doing this season. He's giving me my inspiration to still come to some tailgates next year.
Yeah. I still want to make it to Jeff's thing one time this year, man.
Yeah, true.
We need to pick a game and go up to see Jeff
at
one of the games, which is going to be. I mean, we'll have to sacrifice, and I know that. Well, I tell you what, I ain't going to feel bad.
No, but it starts at like 10 o'clock though. I don't make it down there until 10 riding with Derek.
I have been at every tailgate down in the parking lot, and the only other person I can say that about is Jimmy and Greg. Everybody else has missed a game, so if I miss a game to go up and see Jeff, to go up to the Moorline house, fuck it. I just want to go see how it's going up there and whatnot.
Ross says he's usually at Longworth.
Right next door,
Longworth. We're right there. Stop
right
by. But I will say, I need to go over to Longworth for a tailgate too. Like, even if that's next year, I understand, but man, it looks like a good time.
Yes.
And that's a lot of the people from Longworth do migrate to Lot 1, but I need to migrate to their home. It's like if a friend comes over to your house, you want to be like, hey, I'll come to your house too.
Yeah.
I feel that way about Longworth. Shout out
Longworth is a different kind of party. I'm not going to lie, because you got the people in Longworth partying. Like Lot 1 is a season ticket lot, right? So you got the people coming in there. Some of them, and it's a close lot to the stadium. So some of those are like club seat motherfuckers, and they pull in a lot of people in Lot 1 pull in very late because they're not about tailgating. They're just about going to the game and then leaving. And so it's a little bit more of a, I don't know, snobby crowd, maybe 10% more. But if you go to Longworth, man, it's all
it's hardcore all day, baby.
Fucking beer guzzling,
that's
shotgun.
Fair.
That's what it is over there. It's a fucking giant ass party, the entire parking lot. It's where I used to go when I had my season tickets before. Now I have snooty parking.
Trevor Fenwick. I don't know if maybe you watched the show, but I don't know if I've ever posted a comment from you. But For the podcast listeners, Trevor says, "Who day, boys? I'm late. Dell, I'm high and drunk right now. Don't be ashamed. I ain't ashamed. I'm ashamed of some of the things I've done in life, but I ain't ashamed for feeling good right now. I ain't gonna feel good in the morning because I got shit to do. But
man, anybody just tuning
right
in
now.
the last hour is looking at Syndustry's comment here, like, what the fuck? They talk about the Bengals.
Do they talk about the Bengals? Yeah. Like for real?
I'm wearing a Who Dey hat.
If you ever watched the show before this, we do talk a lot of Bengals. And I consciously made that effort to like, because I used to just fucking do this. What I'm doing tonight and having fun doing, fucking around and having fun. Yeah. I consciously made the effort to like be the guy that gives the content. And I brought Chop in. Part of the why I brought Chop in was to be me. Because I'm like, this guy
failed. You failed drastically, Dale. No, I like to stay on fucking point and nothing but Bengals top and statistics. Jesus Christ, you really needed to think about that pick.
It's worked out well.
Yeah, I hit just like fucking Jackson Carman.
No, you hit like Joe Burrow. You hit like Joe Burrow.
I'm fucking Joe Burrow.
Yeah. I knew what I was doing. I was like, this motherfucker can't help himself. He's going to say whatever the fuck is on his mind, and he's going to cuss as much as he fucking wants.
True. It's true.
Because there's so many times I've tried to not fucking say fuck. So many times. Chat. And I'm like, Chop, maybe we should tone it down. And Chop says, oh, okay, fuck that.
Yeah, no, I can't. I did tone it down for like 10 minutes for Midwest Best Barbecue's daughter, Minnie. She was listening and she was like, cut him off. Tell him, Dad, cut him off because of my language.
It didn't even last though. Remember you cussed within that like 3 times. Oh,
that's right off the bat. But then I cleaned it up and I think I did last 10 minutes after that. And then after 10 minutes, like the timer was counting. It was like a pressure cooker and a bunch of fucks came out right after 10 minutes. But I did give the warning, like, cut me off. It's coming out. So I spared that little kid. And people have commented on the show that I am the most vulgar person on YouTube. What was that guy's name that said I was the most vulgar person on YouTube?
I don't know, man. We had people right away after this show started.
Goodberry. Glenn Goodberry literally jerking off Joe Goodberry on this show that I was not a part of at that time, but they're brothers, but I am the most vulgar.
That's when Pork Chop sent me a message, said, I loved your show. And I was really down in the dumps after that show for some reason. Obviously, issues.
You wanted to be jerked off by Glenn, even though you were fucking Glenn in the ass.
Yeah, it's true. I was fucking Glenn in the ass.
You were fucking Glenn in the ass. And, Joe was jerking off Glenn while you were fucking him in the ass. That's right.
Joe was on the bottom, and he was jerking him off, and I was standing up, and I was fucking
You were fucking Glenn. Right. But I'm the most vulgar. You literally fucked a guy while his brother jerked him off.
Virtually. You
literally virtually.
You can't say things like that. I didn't fuck a guy. I've never fucked a guy. It was only virtually.
You virtually fucked a guy while his brother virtually jerked him off. But I'm the most vulgar guy because I let the word fuck slip out a few times. A few.
Well, listen.
Jerome, what the fuck? Jerome, I know you saw that episode. Don't lie.
Things happen.
Right.
Okay? And sometimes you virtually fuck your friends.
Maybe you virtually fuck your friends while they get a hand job from the brother.
And your friend's brother virtually jerks him off.
It
happens. We've all been there. We've all been there.
Yes. And don't fucking say you haven't. If you don't think you have, you have. I mean, you probably blocked it out your memory. People block shit out like that, Dale. They don't grasp it. They don't love it. They don't grab onto it and own it. You know what I mean? So they deny it, and then they block it out of their memory.
You like that?
Mm-hmm.
You like the way I'm swishing that tongue around in my mouth? Oh, sorry. I forgot we were still on the air.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh, fuck, you didn't hit end?
Bengals. We got to end it with Bengals. Bengals. Listen.
Do that Greg dancing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I can end it that way, but I want to end the talking
Oh yeah, Bengals.
Well, number one, I gotta get sappy again. Thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for being my friend. Thank you all for the support. Thank you for everything. Chop's an asshole. Fuck it.
Yes,
his wife told me. His wife said, "Oh, go fucking mind your own business, Dale." Before the show started, it's like, "Fuck you, fuck you." Chop's wife.
Right.
I'm gonna fuck her in the ass while she gives Chop head. That's what's gonna happen. Okay, it's happening. I'm driving 2 hours just to fucking do that. It's happening.
We can hang out in my bedroom right down
She
here.
won't feel no toe pain because she's gonna feel ass pain.
That's right. Not really though, because you're.
That's fucking goddamn. Why did you have to remind me of how small my penis was?
Well, don't worry because you don't have a lot of competition if you come over here.
I did lose all train of thought just trying to fucking make you laugh
when you thought about my penis. You literally thought about my penis when I said that.
It was.
No.
Bengals.
Who dey?
Football. We are Bengals and bruised. We're mostly bruised these last 2 hours, but
right.
Bengals. So the Bengals. That's all I got.
Yeah.
No, I really do in my heart feel like if we can win this game Sunday night, and then we got the bye week and the Steelers, we're back. We just got to win Sunday night. We got to be the team. We got to be one team that's over 500. We got an MVP candidate. We got an offensive player of the year candidate. And we got a defensive player of the year candidate.
Mm-hmm. All we need is a winning record.
I don't care if they have big stats, any of the three of them. We just need to find a way to win. I don't care how.
A good team win.
Just a win, baby. Just win. I don't care. I don't care if it's 6-3. I really don't. Yeah, that'd be boring, but I need to win.
3-0. 3-0 fine with me.
I need to win. I need to be 5-6 going into the bye week, and I need to go to home to play the Steelers because if we're 5-6 playing the Steelers after that, Steelers are a very good football team. I will never doubt that. But if we get to 5-6 and we beat this Chargers team, we're going to steamroll the fucking Steelers in Cincinnati. I promise you that. I promise you that. Just got to win this game.
Right. Just win, baby.
Just win, baby. I love y'all. Y'all the best.
Love you and them. Oh, I'm pointing at our chat on here is over this way. So I'm pointing.
I love you.
Yeah, you.
And that because you can't see my hand as I go to the chat.
If I point this way on the screen, does it show the chat over there still? I think the chat is on the screen.
And let's go. Let's go, Mike Tyson. I swear to God,
Mike Tyson.
We will win Sunday if Mike Tyson. We're going to win Sunday probably either way. But if Mike Tyson knocks that little bitch Paul out,
right,
knocks him the fuck out.
Mike Tyson's old. You know who else is old? Mike Brown. Fuck it. Old people win this weekend. They're both old. I think that if you switch their ages around, Mike Brown 85 because Mike Tyson's 58, so it might be the same number.
No, fuck that. Mike Brown ain't knocking no one. What the fuck are you doing? You're running this. I was all hyped. I had in-stream up, and then you're like, oh, yeah, Mike Tyson and Mike Brown both went. Shut the fuck. Mike Brown, fucking retire. Go lay in your fucking
that'd be nice,
vault like Scrooge McDuck. It don't matter. It don't matter. You know why it don't matter? We got Joe fucking Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe fucking Burrow. One stop. One